7 at Denver.
And guess what? I had a Cybertruck last year too, but now I got an Escalade IQ because of you.
Why did you love that comment from Mike Malone?
Because I think the regular season gets tough after you win a championship. It really does. Let's be honest. Game number 67 on a schedule of 82 games after you win a championship gets hard.
And
everybody's trying to go at you. You got a 3-time MVP on your roster. You got a young dude named Anthony Edwards that is trying to go at your head, was talking junk in the Western Conference.
All right, what is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all having a great fucking day, because I am, but probably not for very long, because we got Suns basketball tonight. So far my day has been good, but here is my self-torture method. The Phoenix Suns, my old reliable. They're good for a lot, you know. They're good for you know, you fall in love with them. Good for loyalty, you know, you're loyal to them.
Yeah, but as a Denver Nuggets,
they're good for they are good at basketball, you know. They might not be good at NBA basketball, but they're good at basketball. But then they're also good for self-torture.
You know? This is the head of the current Big Man Alliance, Nikola Jokic,
so, yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal. Can we show Spread Fest? I want to show
tonight we play the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. It's an away game on TNT, national broadcasted game.
Rebounds, assists, and steals for the entire.
I think we have one more national broadcast.
You ever seen something like this?
No, I have not.
Yeah, we have next game's week. Next week's on next Tuesday. We play on TNT at 10 p.m.
I want to take the big man out of that.
I think that'll be my last stream of the year, is next Tuesday.
In general, just because I do. If you're able to do this, like, he's redefining how we're playing the game of basketball. To be able to be a point big, I mean, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's a point big, like.
Yeah, I think Tuesday will be my last game, my last Sun stream of the year, next Tuesday.
He's changing the way you see the
Suns hopeful.
I mean, it is what it is.
Kevin Durant returns before the end of the regular season. I doubt that. I doubt that. Kevin Durant is out.
Top 5.
And I think he's out for the year.
You can do it all.
The assists and steals.
Season ends on the 13th.
Yeah, like I played with Mark Gasol,
so about 2 weeks from now.
That you could play through that made plays. Arvydas Sabonis, a big hoop that made plays for others. And you're looking at Jokic take that position to another level, can shoot the 3, defends well, does it all. Like he's taken the big man position, I think, to another level, to where it's going to be hard for the next versatile big to.
But yeah, tonight we play the Bucks. They are without Damian Lillard. We are still without Bradley Beal, and we're without Kevin Durant, and we're without Royce O'Neal. Honestly, Royce O'Neal's kind of sucked recently, though, so I'm not really not missing him.
2001 Shaq, 2025 Jokic. What happens?
Slavian chicken, wherever he's from.
Slovenian chicken?
Slovenian chicken.
Really?
But yeah, our starting lineup for tonight is Colin Gillespie, Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Ryan Dunn, and Nick Richards. So, yes. Hopefully we can have a good game tonight, man. If we win out, is there still a chance at the 6th seed? Like, obviously not really, but like a mathematical chance. Like,
I just don't think they would ever match.
I want to see it. I wish I could see it.
And
they're not putting Aaron Gordon on.
And I'm gonna make his brothers want to fight me because the first play of the game, elbow.
You don't want that. You don't want them apples. You don't want his brothers coming at you.
I got brothers.
I don't think we could, even if we won out the season. I don't think we'd be able to make the 6th seed.
Have you seen his brothers?
And have you seen my brothers? Watch this.
I wouldn't even want to make the playoffs if we are below 500, is my thing. I don't feel like we deserve it. Like, that's just a me thing. Like, I don't feel like teams below 500 should be able to make the playoffs. And we're 5 games below 500, so.
Greek chicken?
Yes. No. Gyros.
Catfish delicious.
Gyros.
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 Catfish delicious.
Gyros. Gyros is gyros, America. Not euros.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Freddie Freeman slipped in the shower and got hurt again. Jesus Christ, buddy.
Liberty. Liberty.
Yeah, this is the first game of a 2-game window, so I think they're going to start it like right at 7:30, maybe 7:35. That's why I started the stream a few minutes earlier.
Like a total baby.
I don't know exactly when they're going to start it.
Two.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
Yeah, it's weird that it's rare that we're the early window game. What's up, Braden?
Have you had your Hershey?
How are you doing tonight, Braden?
Challenges are our greatest opportunity.
I don't know why I said that so condescendingly. I don't know, just whenever I hear the name Braden, I just want to say it super condescendingly. What's up, Braden? You didn't do anything. You seem like a nice guy.
Capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport.
Are you watching basketball tonight?
Girls' night.
Remember that place we got burritos from last time?
No, but with Ring, I can find it.
Food delivery? Nice.
There it is.
Wow, this really makes me look smart.
Thanks.
With Ring, you can type it and find it. AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like booking the right rental car. Where's the rest of it?
Super different kids.
A friendly game staying friendly. Yo, chill, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be a game.
Alone time. Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
I've already
You
like
know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend
I
on.
don't know,
The
man.
deals you want.
This
The
ain't
service
fun
you deserve.
anymore.
Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs,
Shut up, bitch.
increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel
Shut up,
better.
asshole.
My knees feel better. My back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse,
Hi,
a
Malachi.
seated exerciser
Is
that
Braden your little
strengthens legs,
friend?
increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Make every moment more with FanDuel right now. New customers can get $200
Yeah,
in bonus
figured.
bets if your first $5 bet wins. Scan the QR code to download America's #1 sportsbook. FanDuel is shaking in their boots because I hit the parlay last night. Parlay tonight. We're trying to be our third of the season. I got Giannis going 30-6.
Yes.
I got Kuzma. I just need 2 assists. And Nick Richards, the big for the Suns, to get 8 rebounds.
I just can't wait for
That's
next
good.
season,
34
man.
straight games.
That's where I'm
We
at.
don't need justification for Giannis.
It's a long time till October, though.
2 assists. No, I'm playing.
That will be the thing that
But you
He's trying to get
you
in
said
the box
that,
tonight.
yeah, I'm about to say tonight he getting them up. I
What
said like
am I going to
that.
get wrong, Shaq?
Giannis not getting 30 tonight.
He's not getting 30, so the streak of 4 straight
It's against
ends.
the Suns defense, Shaq.
Yeah, but they're going to double him. They're going to have to kick it.
He gonna let somebody.
Well, that's where the assist comes. All right,
He's still
so
at 30.
look, parlays are hard. Bet with discretion. Don't do it. Don't do it. Buck Suns getting ready to tip.
Bobo.
Bowl
What are
bowl.
we getting out of Bowl tonight? Give me a stat line.
15.
9,
9 points.
3 rebounds,
3 rebounds.
2 assists.
2 assists. We will see
So
if
we get
Shaq
15.
Shadamas. Hey, Devin Booker, is that a hoop earring I see?
Jordan-esque.
Right? So it's going to be all on Booker
of them.
tonight. He's got
2 of them.
the same lobe?
No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. All right, we are getting ready to send this one out there to Milwaukee for the big game action. Devin Booker's going to have to carry the team. Giannis as well for Milwaukee. We will be here at halftime.
Yeah, so the
We will
Bucks
see
are
if-
without Damian Lillard.
We'll be right.
Bro.
Bumping that thing out, huh?
What happened to Franklin in GTA 5? I actually don't remember. It's been a long time since I played that story.
Next, he tried the Ram Charger.
I know that they had the choice to kill
Then finally, the Ram
Trevor or
RHL.
Franklin, but I chose to save them both.
And they were all just right.
During Ram Truck Month, get $6,500 combined cash allowance, plus current Chevrolet, Ford, and GMC owners get $1,500 bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks.
I love betting on the NBA with FanDuel, especially when I've got the
First woman pitcher is looking to make history in Mexico. That'd be awesome.
What's up, Chuck GPT?
What's up, Chuck IRL?
What do you think about this parlay?
It's great, but why don't you use me for something you really need help with?
What does Charles Barkley really need help with?
Hundreds of results found.
Uh-oh.
Fashion sense, basic math,
What?
being on time, portion control, conflict resolution, enunciating, free throw percentage.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Eating vegetables.
This isn't just for me. This is for the millions of SoFi members defying financial doubts every day. Because when you earn and save more money, there's no stopping your generational ambition. Join the official bank of the NBA. SoFi. Get your money right.
Apparently she's American. Is she cute?
Dreaming of getting to the big game?
I wanted to go since I was a kid.
Try Priceline and get a last-minute flight deal. Travel safe, man. Child. Priceline.
Let's just enjoy the game,
When
man.
life calls for a little peanut butter M&Ms.
Tax Act wants to remind you taxes are due soon. But hey, once you're done, you don't have to think about taxes ever again. Until next year. And every year after that for the rest of your life. Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
Oh, good. Cole's mom. What do we think of these?
Yes, you look like you're ready to walk the red carpet.
No, stop it. Really?
Or at least a faux fur rug.
That makes more sense.
Cole's mom. Too much?
You're never too much.
I can be.
Yeah, me too.
Tucked in or?
In for the wedding photos, out for the dance floor.
Yeah.
No, like you're dancing. Just like a person.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Hey,
good.
honey, I'm dancing.
Don't.
Okay.
And that's how you goals.
Kick.
The road to greatness is paved in moments. Each step, a test of will. Outlast. Nothing is impossible. And overcome. Are you kidding me? With determination unwavering still. I'm best in the world. How will your story be told? This is our mountain. Because those who shine bright glimmer in gold. The road to WrestleMania. Streaming live on Peacock.
So this is exactly what your mouth had in mind. That hazelnutty, crispy, chocolatey, creamy. Irresistibly one of a kind. Irresistibly bueno.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Downtown Milwaukee on a crisp 40-degree night. And with less than 2 weeks left in the NBA's regular season, the playoff chase has entered its home stretch. And two teams tonight dealing with some injuries will be leaning heavily on their stars, some of the brightest in the NBA. As we welcome you to the NBA on TNT, it's presented by State Farm. Tonight, the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks. You can feel the urgency with both of these two teams fighting for playoff positioning. Especially this Phoenix Suns team. Look at where they sit as they begin the night on the outside looking in incredibly. Some of the missing pieces that they've been dealing with. And with that, we say welcome courtside here in Milwaukee alongside Stan Van Gundy. I'm Spiro Dedes. We'll hear from Dennis Scott here in just a couple of minutes. Now, let's start with Phoenix and Mike Budenholzer making his return to Milwaukee. We'll get into that story as the night goes on, but still no Bradley Beal, still day-to-day, and now no Kevin Durant with the ankle, and it couldn't have come at a worse possible time.
No, it couldn't have. And they're 2-11 on the season without Kevin Durant. They're going to really have to lean on Devin Booker and their defense, a bottom 5 defensive unit on the year. is going to really have to improve here. Tough injury for Kevin Durant, and they just hope he can get back after this road trip.
Booker, a little bit of a 4-game lull of late that he snapped out of in their last game that they lost over the weekend, but a little bit more on his plate. How does he perform here with the urgency level and the pressure now on his Phoenix Suns team? Meantime, the Milwaukee Bucks, speaking of missing pieces, we know about Damian Lillard. Bobby Portis still dealing with his suspension. As you look at where they sit, they begin the night stand in that 6th slot. Feel comfortably in the top 6, but still things a little bit unsettled with their own defensive issues.
Oh, absolutely. And look, they're always
What's
gonna
up,
have
Daniel
a
Barry?
chance because they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. But they've got to get their defense back to where it was early in the year when it was a top 10 defense in this league. They've let it slip. It's got to be better here down the stretch, getting ready for the postseason.
A Milwaukee team that has lost 4 straight games. Look at the starters. Colin Gillespie will make his 8th straight start. One of the lineup changes that Mike Budenholzer implemented. Grayson Allen, of course, 2 years here as a Milwaukee Bucks, so a homecoming of sorts for him. And Ryan Rollins continues in this new role as a starter for Doc Rivers as a Doc.
And lights out and away we go.
Some of the answers here down the stretch. Ben Taylor, Murat Kogan, and Fenezi Ransom are officiating crew. We're up and running here in Milwaukee.
Two unlikely starting point guards for these teams. Two guys that weren't even in the rotation to begin with.
Desperate times calling for desperate measures for Mike Budenholzer. And what is undoubtedly an emotional return for him. Incredible stretch of years here as Milwaukee's head coach. Inbound and open look at a 3, and that is good. Hollins showing off that outside stroke. And he gets us our first points of the night.
He's been right at 40% from 3 as a starter here, making his 14th start tonight.
Devin Booker, shadowed by Kuzma, who continues in his starting role after coming over in that deadline.
There you go, Brian.
Early part of February. And a nice little floater that time by Dunn, able to get to his spot in the paint.
Well, Dunn's averaged double figures
Jesus
over the
Christ,
last 9
Giannis.
games, but has struggled of late.
How do you defend Giannis?
Exploding.
Especially with a bad defense.
You've got to bring a second defender to this guy. Nick Richards on him, and he just doesn't have a chance one-on-one. And Antetokounmpo to the free throw line where he leads the NBA in free throw attempts, but it has been a struggle. His worst free throw shooting year of his career, just over 60%.
He was 9 of 14 at the free throw line in their last game Sunday here, a game in which, stand by the way, they gave up 145 points to an Atlanta team who, by today's NBA standards, kind of a mediocre offensive team.
And on the same night, the Suns gave up 148 to Houston. I watched those games back to back, and I didn't know if there was anybody was ever going to try to stop anybody.
It was a little painful for you, Coach?
It was, to be quite honest. I felt the pain of Mike Budenholzer and Doc Rivers. I empathized.
Nick Richards had a chance underneath, unable to put it down. So Lopez on the wing. This is Rollins coming around his screen. Torian Prince, one of the three-point marksmen in the league. Antetokounmpo on the dive, and a nice find by Lopez, as the officials are going to get Ryan Dunn on a reach-in foul. So right to your point, Antetokounmpo continues to get to the free throw line more than any player in the league. But can he shore up that part of the game, really, which has been the only maybe weakness of his offensive arsenal?
Well, no question, and especially when you're the guy who gets to the line more than anyone else. They lost a 2-point game in Phoenix last week. 2-point loss, and he was 6 for 13 at the free throw line. He was outstanding in every other area.
Stam, you saw Mike Budenholzer. We had a chance to visit with him, and we asked him about coming back.
2 free throws for Giannis, made the first one.
Since he was fired, a move that just reverberated when it happened, considering the success, leading him to a championship. No doubt, an emotional night for Budenholzer.
Oh, absolutely. Won almost 70% of his games here. The 5 years he was in Milwaukee, they were the winningest franchise in the NBA. Won 8 playoff series in 5 years. Won a championship, and you still get fired? I mean, Coaching can be a crazy profession at times, but he's back on the bench now.
D-Book. There you go.
Devin Booker, good early sign for Phoenix as he knocks down his first three. He had 28 points in that loss against Houston on Sunday. The 4 games prior to that, he had really struggled, and his three-point slump even continued through his good offensive play on Sunday as Lopez hits that little leading baby hook shot.
Yeah, Booker, 5 games coming into tonight, 3
Book.
for 25 from
Nope.
3.
A little bit too much there. Torian Prince on the clear. So Milwaukee with a 5-point early lead. The Kumbo kicks out.
Ooh, nice defense there.
Gillespie, some of the little plays that he makes.
Yeah, Gillespie's just been outstanding for this team.
No, come on.
Ball knocked around in the front court, dragged down by Allen with 13 to shoot. Allen sizes up Rollins, gets
Grayson?
a screen, pulls up from deep.
Nope.
Offensive rebound, Richards
Ooh, that
underneath.
I swear that was out of bounds, but they didn't call it, luckily.
These are two of the best shooting teams in the NBA. That has not been an issue for either of these two clubs.
Fine.
Beautiful
Fucking
drop step
idiots.
by Booker, but then a turnover. Richards unable to squeeze that handoff in tight.
And that was the problem last week Phoenix had. They kept the game close. They had 16 turnovers against the Bucks in that game last week.
Lopez turns 37 today. Stan, he's missed only 1 game all season. Continuing to play at a high level for Doc Rivers.
Look. Nope.
Well, Brook Lopez,
There you go, Nick.
just a great
Nope, it
professional.
fucking didn't go in. What the hell?
The move him coming here to Milwaukee really turned things around for them to get more shooting on the floor around the Antetokounmpo.
Kyle Kuzma feeds the box. Antetokounmpo's pass, tight quarters, gets it back, working against Dunn underneath, and puts it down with some left-handed thunder.
Well, look,
7 straight for the Bucks.
Dunn is a very good defender, but he has neither the size nor the strength to defend the Antetokounmpo in the low post. They've got to get to a double team every time down there and hope that the Bucks aren't lighting it up from 3.
Meantime, how does this Phoenix Suns offense now operate without Kevin Durant?
Collins.
Speed catch and
Here you
shoot
go.
three. That's good.
That was good.
Going to be an all hands-on-deck approach tonight from Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, look, they're going to lean on Devin Booker, but these other guys have got to knock down shots. Gillespie and Grayson Allen among them as Lopez knocks down another 3.
And this hot shooting start for the Bucks continues. 6 of their first 6. They've hit their first 3 from deep.
Hola.
That thing doesn't understand a word you're saying.
We're talking.
In this world, you never know what you'll find. Chicken jockey.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you all right? What is you?
Online practical really PG.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
At Metro, get $25 in line for 4 lines, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. It's easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Visit a store, go online, or call. Only at Metro.
TaxAct has live experts on hand, so you don't have to sweat your taxes. We're like the antiperspirant of tax companies. That sounded a lot cooler in my head. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, la playa awaits.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99. Meet our new Asiago Bagel Stacks. Choose from the chicken Roma with grilled chicken and green gouda dressing, the spicy steak or zesty Tuscan. Only $7.99 each and only at Panera for a limited time.
I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted in 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
It's stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
I'm just gonna close this case. And that's it for the two of us.
This is big. This connects everything.
True Detective Night Country. Back-to-back episodes Fridays at 9 on TNT.
Let me introduce myself. The final playoff spots are on the line. Spectacular shot. Win to get in. SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament begins April 15th on TNT, True TV, and Stream on Max.
Welcome back to the NBA on TNT as the Bucks are up by 10 over the Suns. And Spiro and Stan to kind of add to the conversation earlier about Coach Bud. I've gotten to know him very well from his days being in Atlanta. Being a champion here with Milwaukee, I asked him, do you still have a great relationship with Giannis? He says, I do. So I said, how do you plan to slow him down tonight? He said, throw the kitchen sink at him. Stan, it looks like the kitchen sink's not working right now so far in this game.
Well, Dennis, look, the great poet Robert Burns said, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And I have felt this as a coach many times. You can have the best plan in the world and the best.
Let's have the worst blowout in NBA history tonight.
And Stan, you and
What even is that?
Chase of getting to the finals with the Magic. How tough
I think
is
it happened
to go
relatively
back into a
recently.
building where you have so much success in it?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's always emotional. I didn't have to go back into that building and play against the guys who had, you know.
Biggest blowout occurred on December 2nd, 2021, when the Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 152-79. A 73-point margin.
Milwaukee Bucks build on their lead now at 12 points as we hit the 7-minute mark now in this opening quarter. Some of the shooting numbers as Milwaukee hit their first 6 shots. Gillespie finds a spot. A little bit short. Richards with the rebound.
We're so bad.
And the officials are going to say he was out of bounds.
And maybe we'll get that first overall pick.
It's crazy to think, Stan, as you take another look at the turnover by Richards. Mike Budenholzer
Get fucking Cooper flag, bro.
Averaged almost 57 wins per season. Really just mind-numbing consistency with those teams.
3 of the years he was here, they had the best record in the NBA. And that one of them was not the championship year.
Taurean Prince buries a 3. He has been sensational from that 3-point line. Leads the league entering play tonight. Mention how good both of these two teams have been shooting in terms of effective field goal percentage. Both of the
This is rock bottom.
Grayson Allen, terrific defense. The officials are going to get Prince a little bit of a body bump with that shot clock under 4 seconds.
This really is rock bottom.
Relentless drive by Grayson Allen. Prince doing a great job staying in front of him. Really couldn't get by him, but just kept taking the ball into him and draws a foul. And Grayson Allen, an outstanding free throw shooter, 81%, which is actually not anywhere near his best year.
So Grayson Allen at the free throw line misses on the first. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Kia Telluride X-Line. Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Also, Iguodala will check into the game for the first time. The rookie for Phoenix, 4-year collegiate player at Marquette. And both coaches, especially Mike Budenholzer, Stan, going to have to go a little bit deeper into their benches. Gary Trent Jr. has come on now from Milwaukee. Phoenix, no Royce O'Neal tonight. Another missing guy that they do not have tonight. Actually dealing with an illness. So Tyus Jones has come in for the first time, and so you're in the middle of a playoff chase if you're Mike Budenholzer. You're just hanging on for dear life. No KD, no Bradley Beal, and now no Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, look, and that's exactly right. Now, also Iguodala has been in the rotation for 10 straight games now and has played well for them. They're just looking for
This is
anybody
pathetic.
who can help them. And Cody Martin's a guy who
Tyus?
could, as
Oh
he
my
gets on the
god,
glass,
dude. This is
and
like
then
watching a
gets back there
fucking
again. He is
like
pursuing
wheelchair
every
basketball.
offensive rebound.
I might rather watch that.
Rollins pass deflected out front by Iguodala.
There you go. So nope, fucking Tyus, and then you could have had it wide open, but nope.
Through some early offensive jitters. They're 3 of 12 shooting, just 2 of 6 from the three-point line.
There you go, Buck.
Exploding to the cup, and a badly needed bucket for the Suns.
Yeah, right by Pat Connaughton.
Second field goal for Booker. He's 2 of his first 6. As we hit the 5-minute mark now in this first quarter. Kuzma resets to Rollins. Rollins working against Jones. 2 to shoot. Leans up. Jones picks his pocket. And some terrific interior defense.
Boy, Mike Budenholzer would like to see a lot more of that defense from the Suns and a lot more of this offense. Great cut opens up the driving lane for Booker, and he gets it to the rim. But defensively, both Iguodala and Tyus Jones just with great defensive plays right there.
Booker, boy, that first step, incredible, unable to put it down.
And much better going to his left. He looks like he came up limping a little bit there.
That's the last thing they need. Pat Connaughton. Rollins underneath. Lopez.
You come off a great defensive possession, and then you just break down and give up an easy one like that.
So Lopez already in double figures with 10.
Come on.
Martin, little Euro stepping into the paint, and Iguodala with a nice little leaner in tight.
And those are tough shots. It's something Isaiah Hartenstein really has perfected now with the Thunder. But Iguodala had that. Shaka Smart helped him develop that shot here at Marquette, and that's become a real weapon for him.
Kyle Kuzma on a 3, and the officials are going to get Iguodala underneath. A loose ball foul. And Brook Lopez just making it happen at both ends of the floor. Just incredible.
Well, Brook Lopez has gotten on the offensive boards a lot more lately. Didn't have any against Atlanta the other night, but in the 5 games previous, averaged over 3 offensive rebounds a game.
Lopez a little bit too far in front. And in our chat with Doc Rivers, interestingly, he said, you know, my biggest concern right now is keeping Brook healthy. He's the only center that they've got on the roster with the injuries to little Bobby Portis. And he's playing more minutes than he wants. Nice little idea underneath, but Booker a little bit off target with his pass. And it's another Phoenix turnover. And now timeout's going to be taken. Mike Budenholzer. And everyone's going to catch their breath. 12-point lead for the Bucks. Having their way with Phoenix early on TNT.
My dad's in the NBA. No way. It's true. It's true. He's never shot a basket or anything, but he hasn't. He has a ton of assists. Is your dad in the NBA? Mine is. He's a really big deal. Ever heard of him? Ever heard of him? Ever heard of him? What can I say? He's a pro. See ya.
We're proud to support the healthcare pros who keep the NBA healthy. The NBA trusts its health to Evernorth Health Services.
Have you had your Hershey's?
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one. How am I getting home? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald. Fine, but I'm bringing this.
you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Flavor. Everyone wants a taste.
When your home gets bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo, America's #1 trap. Zevo goes wherever bugs do, working 24/7 using blue and UV light to attract and trap flying insects with no odor and no mess. And even getting rid of the bugs you didn't know you had. For effortless protection everywhere in your home. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly. To catch up to twice the bugs, try Zevo Max.
Sometimes sweat just hits you out of nowhere. Oh, yes, it does. But Secret Whole Body Dry Peel Deodorant absorbs all that delightful sudden sweat everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere?
Oh, yeah. It's aluminum free and keeps you 72-hour fresh. Even my OB recommends it.
Amazing, because all this random sweat is making me smell like a teenage boy.
That's not us anymore. With Secret, we don't have to give a sweat.
Who does this stuff on prom night?
I know, right?
Hey, what is that? I have no idea.
Secret, no sweat.
Don't forget to download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. It's got live betting, live parlays, and pays instantly. Tonight's question, who has more points, Giannis or Devin Booker? Sign me up for the Giannis train, Spiro. And by the way, I'd like to start calling you Venus. The Stan Van Gundy loves a good one-named person. Ain't that right?
That absolutely is right. and I have learned, I don't know that everybody's gotten on board, it's not Adam Lefko, it's just Lefko.
It's just Lefko, yeah. By the way, Adam, you can call me whatever he likes. I'm honored, Coach, whatever he wants. As play resumes here in Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. Underneath of the two-time MVP, Trent fires, misses badly from deep. Stan, what are you seeing so far early in this game? Obviously, the urgency level, maybe more so for Phoenix, trying to play their way back into the top 10 of the West.
Yeah, look, but there's been 9 turnovers in this game already in less than 9 minutes. 5 by Milwaukee and 4 by Phoenix, but Milwaukee's just shot the ball so well.
Shoot it.
They've been able to get away with it.
Oh my
This is
God.
on a step back as Porter's going to watch that. Karam out of bounds underneath. Devin Booker, I have to imagine his resting tonight, Coach, is going to be very brief with no Kevin Durant, no Bradley Beal if you're just hopping on with us. The margin for error for Mike Budenholzer's Suns just razor thin.
That might be the shortest rest I've seen anybody take. I mean, what was that, 30 seconds?
About 30 seconds.
Yeah, he set out 1 possession each way, and he's right back in the game. And I call that a great coaching adjustment. Get your best player back on the floor.
Basically get a sip of water and get back into the game. After the Gumbo hands off to Trent. Reset with 6 on the timer. Back to Giannis. Reset, 3 to shoot. Shovel pass to Prince. The bobble. And it's a violation.
I mean, Phoenix is doing a good job. I mean, that's 6 turnovers already. You know, they got to do maybe a better job contesting shots on the perimeter. Milwaukee's shooting it well, but they've been active defensively. They're just struggling to get anything going offensively. The Bucks defense has been outstanding.
Only 2 points off of those 6 turnovers, by the way. Gillespie working against Porter, trying to turn the corner, and he does. So good offensive start for Colin Gillespie, and it's back to a 10-point game.
Best player on the court right now.
Colin Gillespie was not in the rotation at all, and now he's taken on such a big role as Porter goes right to the rim. Porter's played much more efficient.
Colin Gillespie's really the only player out here worth a fuck.
Earlier in the year.
Connaughton with the deflection.
No offense, Book, but
Colin Gillespie, by the way, a two-way
you're
play.
really not pulling your weight either.
With the Suns in the early part of July. I don't think anyone envisioned him, Coach, being in this spot, yet here he is, a starter now, 8 straight games with the absence of Bradley Beal.
Yeah, he's had some huge games. Friday night at Minnesota, 22 points and 10 assists, both career highs on 9 of 11 from the floor and 4 for 5 from 3. I mean, just outstanding, but another turnover there for Phoenix. Both teams playing hard defensively, and it's been a sloppy first quarter trying to take care of the ball for both of them.
Nick Gillespie had that really impressive game in their win against Cleveland just recently on March 21st. He had 13 points in that game. So he has been in the thick of things against some of the NBA's best teams. Final 90 seconds of the quarter. Porter against Dunn. 4 to shoot. Antetokounmpo will step back and fade. A little bit short. Kept alive. Connaughton. Trent. And that's a traveling violation. So the 7th Milwaukee turnover. So their offense has cooled off a little bit.
Well, they're shooting 70%.
This is not a professional basketball game.
Lillard and 4 for 6 from 3, but not getting enough shots because of the 7 turnovers.
The 2 stars, Booker sizes up Antetokounmpo, and Giannis pulls it away for the steal. Here he comes up the floor. That's a scary sight.
Jaden, I ain't got nothing to clap at, boy. I ain't got nothing to clap about. They ain't giving me nothing to clap about.
As Iguodala is hit with his 2nd personal.
Well, the best player in the NBA.
2 free throws for Giannis here.
Impossible to stop him when he's got a head of steam going down the floor. If you're going to have any chance, though, you got to take away the outside and get him going back into traffic in the middle of the floor.
Stan, he's on pace for what would be his 3rd consecutive season of 30-plus points per game or more on at least 55%.
Smile would be nice.
With Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the 2nd longest such streak.
There you go.
Adrian Dantley is the only guy to have done it 4 consecutive years.
Well, when you combine both volume and efficiency, now you're talking the truly elite players in the league, and that is what Giannis is doing.
Leads the team points, rebounds, and assists. 2nd in the league in scoring entering play tonight.
Have you not seen that meme? No.
More now on his shoulders. You saw Damian Lillard, who Doc Rivers, by the way, look, he's preparing to not
seen this meme.
Back. There is
the fucking 2025 Suns.
He could return. But who knows what the future holds. Every day of inactivity just makes it a little bit more difficult for a potential comeback. Beautiful pass, Booker dropping a dime, Iguodala.
Well, Booker, one of 5 guys in the league who are in the top 10 in scoring and assists. Dan Lillard.
Phone on D&D, but check it anyway.
Booker having a career best season in terms of assists per game. Into the corner to
I love that their name is Joy too.
Makes it look easy.
Makes it even better.
If you're Phoenix, you get blown by on the drive. That's too easy, and then no one coming to help. Everybody just staying home and watching them lay it in the basket. You're not getting into play-in with defense like that.
Milwaukee had one to give.
We're not getting into the play-in anyway.
Like, left in the corner. And a non-shooting foul, so a side out of bounds for the Suns. Grayson Allen is going to be reinserted with 7.3 on the clock.
Why am I even watching this?
Dunn is a guy that
it's probably the biggest urge I've had so far ever during a Sun stream to like just end the stream.
Picking up a second.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm a loyal fan.
So Allen will be the inbounder.
I stick with my team through the good and the bad. And this is bad.
On a switch, knives to the paint, all the way to the cup. As the seas just parting for Devin Booker. 2 seconds, Prince gets off a clean.
All right, so that's going to end the first quarter here from Milwaukee.
Only the 5th.
And we head to the second quarter.
Milwaukee on 16 attempts.
13 to 91, or 31 to 19.
Suns meantime shorthanded, shoot just 40%.
Doesn't even matter what the score is. We're down. We're losing.
Playing in a double-digit hole. You're watching the NBA on TNT, presented by State Farm.
Jaden, does it tell you when my phone's on D&D?
The Kia K4 and K5 represent what comes next. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Nah, but I know you always go, phone on D&D, nobody bother me. That's true.
Warfare, rated R.
Today at Denny's, buy one Slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam or the All-American Slam and get another for just $1. All this for only $1. It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through.
I'm being bothered, though, by the Suns. They're fucking... They can't just, like, cancel these games. I don't get why they can't just do that.
Karma you can count on.
This is the best, right? Wrong. Clorox measured people's brainwaves while they tried stuff. Massages, dogs, cleaning, nails, a treat. And the results? Whoa, whoa is right.
TaxAct doesn't expect you to have all the answers. That's why we've got experts on hand who do. Well, the answers to tax stuff. Not like if aliens are real, or how to get washboard abs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's flirted.
Bateman,
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
Gemini, can you look at my resume?
This spider?
These complicated instructions?
Sure, just add it and we'll talk.
We might not even reach Mr. 69 this
There are
game.
a few ways to dress it up.
Nah, that would be terrible. We will reach Mr. 69, but I mean maybe. We're actually not on pace for it. We're actually, yeah. I mean we will, but we're not on pace for it.
Pass to start streaming today. A couple of seconds ago, 3D with Mike Budenholzer.
All right, guys, here with Bud. Defensively, outside the first couple of minutes, it's not you compete. How do you keep that going in the second quarter?
Yeah, no, we started scrambling cover for each other. You know, Lopez hit a couple early threes. But we settled in. We got better defensively as the quarter went on.
On the offensive end, it seemed like when you move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, you get any shots.
All right, here's a second quarter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
They're trying to pressure us a little bit. We got to finish some of our good looks, too. Thanks, Bud. Thanks, guys.
All right, Dennis, boy, frustrating couple of weeks. It looked like right before this losing streak started, as Phoenix turns it over.
That's Booker's fifth turnover already.
My goodness. Opening seconds of the quarter, there's a Bumbo spin to the cup, little bit of contact, no whistle. Phoenix Booker transition.
There you go, Book.
But I'm just gonna say, before this
9-point lead, fucking, that's the closest it's been in a while.
4 straight games. Yeah. Then the Beal injury, and now they are in legit desperation mode with 7 regular season games left. Connaughton, that's a deep three, a little bit short, and the rebound Gillespie.
That was a great block out there by Dunn, getting a body on Adetokounmpo immediately.
Ryan Dunn? Nope.
3 from Dunn is well
good. Good rebound there. Colin? There you go, Colin.
Second 3 of the half.
6-point game.
Phoenix is within 6.
Well, they were 8-0 now on second chance points. Great effort there by Grayson Allen to keep it alive.
Okay, well.
And the 2-time league MVP has the 3-point answer at the other end.
Well, you've got to give him that right to the drive. If he makes that, there's just nothing you can do about it.
Offensive rebound, Richards. Out to Booker.
Book.
Contested.
There you go.
4-point
play.
Contact.
Well, Booker was 3 for 25 from 3 in the previous 5 games.
Are we going to be good now?
And he's now made 3 tonight already.
Are we going to be competitive at least?
Into this game, and now got a chance at a 4.
Just give me competitive basketball. That's all I asked for.
Just from an organizational standpoint, you consider what Phoenix has committed in terms of the finances, money and draft picks to go all in with this team, and yet here they are now, less than 2 weeks left in the regular season with the potential of missing the playoffs. It would just be catastrophic.
It would be, and it's very, very hard to explain. They've got a great coach there in Mike Budenholzer. They've got great veteran players, seemingly high character guys, and yet have not been able to put it together and have not developed any kind of defensive identity over the year. A bottom 5 defense in the league.
Porter trying to work against Beal.
Nice.
This is badly.
But you fucking give it back.
Kuzma. Trent from deep. Another top 20 3-point shooter in the league this season. As Milwaukee's lead back up to 8. Allen on the drive takes a hip check underneath. And just knowing Mike Budenholzer the way you do, you're the high level of defensive standards.
Oh, you good, Grayson?
Allen a little bit slow to get to his feet.
Yeah, he's
That has
good.
been
He's
really
looking like he's
source of
grimacing a little
frustration
bit.
for him and his staff. Understand that they have not been able to get the defense straight
that camera
with this
guy.
team all season.
Yeah, look, I mean, when he was here in Milwaukee, they were consistently the best defensive team in the league. And so to go and now have a
Yeah, I do wonder who the Legacy was going to sign for that third charter. Maybe, I mean, I think they're still going to get it. I think they'll end up getting it.
You can put in schemes, you can teach your system, but you have to have a group of committed
Maybe like
players
Corey
willing to
Haim.
put in
That's who
the
I could
effort and the
imagine.
concentration to get it done every night, and this group has not done it.
Let's check in with Dennis.
Well, Stan, you bring up such a great idea. When Bud was in Atlanta, as Giants gets the easy layup, he created Bud ball. Defensively, they got stops. The ball movement was there. So you ask the same question with this team. 3 guys we know can put the ball in the basket, but is it a team that really fits to what Bud ball really is?
Well, that's always the question. You know, I mean, the fit of a team. You know, you can see the defense there. 26.
You think he'd wait for a better opportunity?
They give up a lot of threes.
I mean, Corey Haim filled in for those few races when Eric Jones was out.
They give up fast break points. There's just not much they take away as a team, and it's hard to get it done as Porter takes the switch and creates space against Nick Richards.
So this summer, Stan, it's tough now for James Jones, that front office, to figure out how do we fix this team. As much as we love Kevin Durant being the first ballot Hall of Famer, what does this team look like so Bud can get back to Bud ball?
Well, look, I think the things that happened here, first of all, he had Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously, to build around.
That helps a lot.
But they built it around defense and 3-point shooting, spreading the floor to give Giannis some room. You know, they're going to have to get some guys who want to lock in and defend.
And right now, their defense has seen Milwaukee shoot 15 of 23 from the field. That's a 65% clip. 6 of 10 from 3 are the Bucks. So Antetokounmpo and Dunn get tangled up off the ball. Dunn will be whistled for the personal. That's his second.
Devin Booker very
Book is pissed right now.
Feels that
Book is yelling, he's cursing at everyone, he's fucking
very
pissed.
upset with the calls not going, in his opinion, both ways.
Milwaukee has scored 7 unanswered. Antetokounmpo over the top of Richards, a little bit short. And the rebound corralled by Dunn.
Well, that's an area where Giannis has gotten a lot better this year, shooting that mid-range jump.
Just when you think he couldn't get better in any offensive categories.
There you go,
What a
Buck.
shot. Booker fading away with that high archer. And we got a 10-point game here in Milwaukee.
He's got 16 already, 16 of the 31.
Well, you knew that Booker would just have to have one of those nights where he went off just to give them a chance.
Absolutely, and early on it was a lot of turnovers, but now he's getting back into making shots. If you're Milwaukee, you got to take away his left hand. He can go either way, clearly, but as we've even seen early in this game, much more comfortable going to his left.
Then if you're just hopping on with Kevin Durant, ankle injury, didn't make the trip. Phoenix just 2-11 without KD this season. Bradley Beal still out, 8th straight DNP for him as he continues to rehab from the hamstring injury.
Grayson.
28th.
There you go, Grayson.
On the season as Allen fills it up from deep.
He's the 7th best three-point shooter in the league. We've got a lot of them out here. Milwaukee went zone, but then just didn't cover the best shooter on the floor.
Lopez passed up the open three. Fades away over the top of Allen.
Wow. Not much you're going to do about that.
Unbelievable.
7-footer shooting a 1-footed fadeaway against you from the free throw line. Now Porter takes away his left hand, but he gets back to it.
Suns reset. Allen lets it fly. Back iron. And a rebound by Prince.
A very good defense there by Kuzma on the closeout and contest.
Second time these two teams are meeting in a week. Nice finish on the drive by Porter. Devin Booker with the game winner when they met in Phoenix. And what was a thrilling finish. Phoenix winning that game 108-106. But far different set of circumstances tonight as Jones bangs in a three.
Well, Jones is the 18th.
There you go, Tyus.
Three-point shooter in the league.
Really? Tyus Jones is 18th best three-point shooter in the entire NBA. I did not know that.
Tonight, Phoenix 7 of 15 from 3. Milwaukee 6 of 10. We go to the break with Milwaukee up by 8.
This is Charles. Yesterday, Charles watched Love and Basketball for free on Pluto TV. It's a very emotional movie that left Charles in tears.
I've loved you since I was 11.
Not just as he was watching it, but the following night, surrounded by laughter in a comedy club. Crying is free. Feel the free. Pluto TV.
Jaden, are you still here? I have a question for you if you are.
I get that. It's just maybe not the best time to walk in slow motion.
It's the only time to walk in slow motion.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another.
I'm gonna see ya.
I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna find you.
I wanna meet you, maybe next week.
When the road's out to get you, Monday's got you.
Hi. Play for an ultra?
Racing for an ultra?
Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra. Superior like beer.
TurboTax Free Edition. 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition.
Hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $22 per hour in communities across America.
Hey. We're going big tonight.
Let's go. Amazon offers hourly employees healthcare on day one for the whole family.
Safety.
Should I go, Mom?
No, don't tell your mother anything.
That effectively handles the most serious medical malpractice cases. The Porter Law Group, securing over $500 million in compensation for the individuals and families they represent, providing their clients with the answers and justice they deserve. The Porter Law Group. You only get one chance to hire the right law firm.
Jaden, are you still here?
Settle for less.
If so, I got a question.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money. So with the twinkling lights downtown Milwaukee.
Jaden, are me and Dom unks?
Take a little peek upcoming national TV
Me, Dom, and
schedule.
Nick, are we unks?
ESPN doubleheader tomorrow night. Couple of good ones. Knicks in Cleveland take on the Cavaliers. And the Pistons in Oklahoma City. And then TNT Thursday, Memphis, Miami. And Golden State Lakers in a game that will have all kinds of playoff implications. NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Big bros. No, but my question is, are we unks? Like, are we... Because this is a big debate that, like, me and my friends are having, is are we unks yet? Like, there you go, Ryan. Are we unks yet? I'm hoping you can settle the debate.
55% from three and haven't missed a free throw and only be up 5.
Are me, Dom, and Nick unks yet?
Turned the ball over 8 times for
And Matt. I don't know if you know Matt. Matt's been, I think Matt's only been in one stream.
Points. That's what's kept it in. Great job there by Allen getting the ball to Dunn, and he had
Oh no, we're not unks.
take a rhythm bounce and get into the 3. Been shooting the ball a lot.
I think we are, but
over the last
I guess you settled the debate.
Up over 36% now.
Traded to Phoenix on draft night from Denver. Young man in his rookie NBA season after 2 collegiate years at Virginia. Nice looking dribble drive and bank finish by Kuzma to get him his first points of the night.
Well, took advantage of the size advantage he had. Was just able to get over the top on the drive.
Here comes Allen, full head of steam, and he gets to the rack. So Phoenix Suns team, Stanley was down 15 points just a couple of minutes ago now, finally showing some life. Kuzma, and the loose change corralled by Martin underneath.
That was a big-time drive by Grayson Allen to finish over the 3rd leading shot blocker in the league.
Suns without Kevin Durant, still without Bradley Beal, as they begin the night number 11 in the West. Allen, boy, desperate play to save that backcourt violation.
Cody? There you go, Cody. All right, now we got a fucking game. Okay, this is better.
That's what the 3-point shot does in this game. No lead is safe, and especially with these 2 teams, 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. Kuzma travels turnover number 9 for Milwaukee. Here he knows he's got the size advantage on Grayson Allen. Just takes it down the lane, but this is a great finish with the left by Grayson Allen. And then Allen with the effort play and the save to keep the ball alive that leads to a corner 3 from Cody Martin, who came into this game shooting 14% from 3.
Well, Jaden, is Nick an unk? Because Nick's not big. Nick is skinny. So is Nick an unk?
2 years here as a Buck. Joined the team off their NBA championship run a couple of years ago. Booker back into the game, and we're going to get a defensive 3-second call here. Murat Kogut makes the call. The Phoenix stand on an 11-2 run, shooting 7 of 10.
It's not big because of size. What is it big then? Big ego? Booker made that free throw. I don't know why they shot a free throw.
Don't miss the Max original comedy Hacks. Watch all of season 1 in a 5-night binge beginning April the 3rd, only on TBS.
Hey, look, when you've got 2 teams who shoot the ball like this, you know,
take the fucking lead here. Not something I thought I'd be saying tonight.
Quickly, we have 2 of the best shooting teams in this entire league.
Aha! That almost went in. Big brother.
Team which ranks 2nd in the league in 3-point shooting and better than 38%. 1 slot ahead of Milwaukee, who enters the night number 3 in the league. The Kumbo double teamed into the paint. Lopez out to Rollins, open 3, splash.
There's just no good answers against the Antetokounmpo. You don't double team him and he scores or gets fouled. We saw that earlier. You double team him and you're dealing with, as you said, one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league.
Gillespie with a chance at 3. Nice little hesitation maneuver in that good-looking stroke from Rollins.
Well, we see the two unlikely point guards trade points. Rollins knocks down a three. Now we got Colin Gillespie at the line. He's already in double figures.
So Colin Gillespie
Now has
it was just
11.
one free throw.
Rollins has 8 and hasn't missed a shot with 3 assists and 2 steals. These two guys have been absolutely key for these teams, especially through the injuries.
We crossed the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. Rollins trying to find the seam and goes right around Richards as he takes him off the bounce.
That's 20 points in the paint for Milwaukee already, and too many of them get to the rim with
Tyus.
test.
There you go, Tyus. Let's go.
And the Phoenix Suns have erased a 15-point deficit, and we are tied.
I didn't think the lights would go off again tonight.
Kumbo back on the wing, Connaughton. And this is going to be a turnover. They're going to get Connaughton offensive foul just as he made the pass. It was Martin stand.
Still need one more timeout before this half ends.
This is how Cody Martin's made a name for himself and gotten a place in this league. His effort, his defense, constant energy. We've seen him on the offensive glass tonight. Steps in and takes a charge there.
Book. There you go. Let's go to the lead.
Have their first lead of the night.
Big leads, especially in the first half, mean absolutely nothing in today's NBA. And you see Phoenix, they're going to come and double Adetokounmpo even on the perimeter.
Beautiful little backdoor cut. Nice finish, Connaughton.
Well, Connaughton hasn't played a lot. 18 DNPs since early February, but when he's got minutes, he is a great cutter.
It's been a big part of the rotation here for some good teams over the years. But right now, Doc Rivers and company looking for some answers.
I don't quite know what's going on here. Clock stop. Mike Budenholzer seems as confused as I am.
Yeah, what's going on?
I think it must have been a clock problem.
Clock issue?
Yeah, he's...
As he ransom over to the score table to try to sort through some of the confusion. Doc still looks a little confused.
Everybody's confused. Ben Taylor doesn't seem confused, but everyone else seems confused.
Looks like they have figured it out, and now we're going to get a timeout with both teams to their benches. So they did change that last 3 to a 2 for Phoenix. We got a 1-point game on TNT.
Oh.
And my progressive rep was super.
So it's
Tom Hayes is passive progressive.
The way Kevin says he always has to help you.
It's actually
Tom
a fucking
doesn't have
Bucks lead now.
progressive, So he takes it out on those who do.
If you switch, you can save hundreds.
That's great. You can buy more of that cologne we all love.
Huh. Progressive called me back up. I have a claim I filed.
Support when you need it. I wonder what that's like, huh?
In my office.
No, Tom.
Don't be passive progressive.
This is bad, right?
Switch to get good coverage and savings for yourself.
Sorry, I know this is rude.
Totally fine. Everything okay?
It's someone in the restaurant. You need help?
What do you think it is? Giraffe, rated PG-13.
What happens when one of the most famous dunkers of all time goes to the greatest lobster fest of all time?
I make Red Lobster famous.
No, Blake, dunking happens.
Yeah, you're right.
Get your own lobster lover's dream with 2 or 3 choices on one plate at Red Lobster.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't just a restoration. It's a revival, because you know there's value in making space for your people. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medela, the mark of a fighter.
Yo, I can go all pro in this.
I can guard you and round you up.
You sure about that?
So I was looking for a quarterback?
Go!
You're right, Billy. These do bring on my
Every shoe for every athlete.
Dix is the GOAT.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
The road to greatness is saved in moments. Each step, a test of will. Outlast. Nothing's impossible. And overcome.
Are you kidding me?
With determination unwavering still.
I'm best in the world.
How will your story be told?
This is our mountain.
Because those who shine bright glimmer in gold. The road to WrestleMania. Streaming live on Peacock.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy. So I'm in, and so is our family. USAA. See if you can become a member today. Members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Called the 3 on the floor by Cody Martin as they review it. You can see his toe just on the line, so they have changed it to a 2, and as Spiro said right before the break, Milwaukee by 1, 54-53.
Told you about where these two teams sit coming into the night. Mike Budenholzer and Phoenix, 35-40, 11th place in the West. As they are 1 game behind Sacramento. We're going to get a traveling violation here. Gillespie looks incredulous. Bit of an unforced turnover for Phoenix.
I don't like that call. It may technically have been no advantage gained. That to me is a referee who doesn't understand the game. And I think the referees are told to call those things, so I'm not saying he's wrong maybe in what he's taught, but that call has no effect whatsoever on the game.
The Kumbo mid-range J, cash money. So it gives the Bucks a 3-point lead, but Milwaukee seeing their 15-point lead evaporate. Phoenix taking a brief lead just a moment ago as we get a whistle here on the perimeter. Officials get Kuzma on the perimeter as we are down to 2:04 left before halftime.
You just watch Antetokounmpo hit that mid-range J again. It's an area where he's gotten a lot better.
So Milwaukee now out of fouls, trying to stay in front of Booker. Goes all the way through.
Hi, what are you doing?
Back inside. Richards 1 to shoot.
You fucking dumb, Book? What are you doing? It's not a fucking... You're not running laps around the court, dude.
In fairness, he was looking to pass the ball, just didn't find anybody. Milwaukee did a good job, and that is the 10th Phoenix turnover. Each team with 10 now.
Milwaukee Bucks 40-34, number 6 team in the East. There's the Kumbo, the spin, the shot, and he's going to get himself back to the free throw line. Milwaukee 7 left after tonight, as they play 4 games in front of Atlanta, who is the 7th place team. So they're comfortably in that upper 6, but obviously trying to work on their playoff positioning. If the playoffs were to end today, Stan, it would be Milwaukee and the Knicks in the first round. But you're a team in Milwaukee that had such high hopes with Lillard having a really nice season. Now you got to deal with the uncertainty surrounding Damian Lillard. Who knows what his future holds with that scary medical situation. And psychologically, how quickly can Doc Rivers...
So 2 free throws for Giannis. He made the first one.
Well, look, that's going to be a hard thing, but, you know, they get Bobby Portis back. That they know. And then if they can get Lillard back, they can be dangerous.
It was a Milwaukee team after the All-Star break that started really well. They won 7 of their first 8 after the break, 11 of their 17 games. But this current 4-game slide...
And he made them both.
But they're trying to fight their way through.
Wow, Antetokounmpo 7 for 7 at the free throw line tonight. When he does that, it makes it very tough to stop them because he's a hard guy not to foul.
There comes Booker down the
Grayson.
Into the corner. That's a tough.
Sorry, I was calling, but no, he didn't make it.
Side clear by Lopez with $1:20 left in the half. So Phoenix team that was shooting sub 35% in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with a right-handed sledgehammer, and he's got 20.
Look, I know Milwaukee can shoot, but they clearly have nobody that can guard him one-on-one. They've got to get a second defender.
Book.
Boy, Devin Booker just so adept at drawing that contact penalty situation with under a minute left.
And Cody Martin's got to come, or you've even got to come off the strong side corner, but a second defender has got to come. He's getting too deep too easily, and once he's there, there's nothing anybody's going to do.
So Devin Booker at the free throw line, 9th in the league in scoring, 6th in the league in free throw percentage.
A Robbie Gordon tweet. Oh my God, what the hell can this be?
Second best free throw shooting season of his career. Early February became the all-time leading scorer in franchise history, surpassing.
Maybe if he didn't wreck my car.
Just think of the lean years that he had to endure in Phoenix. Such high hopes.
There's a chance that Kimi Räikkönen could have raced in Cup back in.
It just has not happened yet for this core group. As we're going to get an illegal pick here. Rod Kogut says that Lopez wasn't quite set. And that's the first against Lopez.
Well, Lopez was set to begin with here. He's set, he's legal, and then you see him, he just takes a step forward into Cody Martin. Had he just stayed there, he was fine. He did take a step up into him. Doc Rivers disagrees, but that's a good call.
Nice to see you compliment the officials.
Oh, I'm the official's best friend. And now Nick Richards picks up an illegal screen, and that's his third foul. And look, one of the things you have to understand.
By the way, the Suns are in the bonus for the remainder of the first half.
Just called an illegal screen at the other end. They're not going to let you set one on the move down here after everybody's complaining. You have got to be very solid and legal down here. Both teams now with 11 turnovers. Nick Richards has to be smarter than that.
Both teams are out of fouls. Antetokounmpo steps into a three, well short. Offensive rebound, Kuzma, then it's poked away. Gillespie got a hand on it. Final 25 seconds of the half. A Phoenix Suns team that was down by as many as 15 points. Trying to cut into a 4-point deficit. Got a 5-second difference. Shot to game clock. Booker out front to Martin. 3 to shoot. Martin, and he's going to shoot free throws. And now Milwaukee having all kinds of defensive issues.
Well, it's a strong drive by Martin. And look, if you're Ryan Lyons, you've got Brook Lopez coming.
So Cody Martin has 2 free throws here. 8 seconds left in the half. Cody Martin missed the first one.
Watch hit shows like Up and Adams with Kay Adams and Run It Back, featuring Lou Williams, Chandler Parsons, and Michelle Beadle on FanDuel TV. Free on all your favorite devices.
He makes the second one. So it's a 3-point game.
Came out here and
catch a little bit of that in the green room. It's great to see the crew as Cody Martin deflects it out of bounds. 3.8 seconds left in the half. Again, the Suns are out of fouls here. Trying to scurry and get themselves into half-court defensive position. Inbound Rollins. 1 second.
All right. So that's going to bring us to halftime here. It is a 60-57 lead. Milwaukee Bucks on top. I'll be back in 10 minutes at 8:30 or 8:48 for the second half. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be back at 8:49. I'll be back for the second half from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'll get you to our TNT studios for the American Express halftime report next. You're watching the NBA on TNT, presented by State Farm.
Today at Denny's, buy one Slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam or the All-American Slam and get another for just $1. All this for only $1. It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, Is it in you?
This is a can of Valspar Ultra for $29.98. It's also a realization that you'd rather exercise your mind. Valspar. Affordable, durable. Available at Lowe's.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like booking the right rental car. Where's the rest of it?
Did you forget we had kids?
A friendly game staying friendly with children.
It's a bank loan.
Or being alone during alone time. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Cole's mom, tucked in or out?
In for the wedding photos, out for the dance floor.
Yeah.
No, like you're dancing, just like a person.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's
Hey, honey, I'm dancing.
Don't.
Okay.
And that's how you close. I didn't love doing the toilet one.
Yes, you did. In fact, Clorox proved that you felt 61% better about cleaning than getting a massage.
That's a good percentage more.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
Lesson number 3. They won't feel your fit out there until you feel it in here. Everything on you, baby.
Looking like a snack.
Want it? Need it? Cheese it. TaxAct knows you might run into questions while filing your taxes, so we have experts on hand whose job it is to know everything about taxes. They do that job so the rest of us don't have to. Heroes. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Louis! Cut! Woman! Action! Louis! Louis! Cut! Mud on her face! Louis!
Okay, everybody, that's lunch.
No.
Compare hotels in the Hotels.com app.
You can watch 4 games at once on Multiview with League Pass.
The American Express Halftime Report is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
Hey, and the freak in this case is the Greek freak, Giannis. He is 7 for 7 from the free throw line, a perfect 7 for 7, looking like prime Steve Nash. Giannis is angry tonight in the best way possible. That last move
Dude is always
against
angry.
Nick Richards was phenomenal. And Devin Booker is giving us a show, brother. Cassandra, I agree. We have 22 from Booker, 20 from Giannis. With all these injuries, those two are stepping up. American Express halftime report. Vince, Candace, Lefko, and we got the robot that is Shaquille O'Neal. Break it down. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Let it happen, Shaq. This is my friend Shaq.
You doing the chicken head
Hey.
to this?
Hey. All right, American Express halftime report. We're going to give a little happy birthday wish to Brooke Lopez and also Robin Lopez. It's his birthday, too. Brooke, a perfect 5 for 5 from the field, including 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And Giannis, as I mentioned, 7 for 7 from the free throw line. He is the only Milwaukee Buck to attempt a free throw. And because it is Brooke's birthday, Vince, why don't you start us off breaking down what Lopez has brought to the team?
Well, like he said, we need someone to step up. You see 5 for 5, 2 for 2 for 3. Brooke has the ability to stretch the floor. He doesn't post up as much as he used to when I had him as a rookie, but his ability to shoot the jump shot from anywhere, that's the floater from the free throw line. But he stretches the floor, shoots the 3 with ease, and it puts pressure on your big. And when he is in the post, he is 7'1", 7'2". You throw it up there, he will finish it. But he can do this too. He's going to bump you, and he's going to get to the one-leg dirt fadeaway. He has that ability, a great shooter. I love to see him continue to be aggressive. He only has 4 rebounds right now, but if he knocks down shots and rebounds, he can be an asset and something that Giannis needs to open the floor for him if he's aggressive and making shots.
Why don't you break down Giannis? Because these highlights are amazing.
It's so
prime
funny.
Giannis right now.
It's so funny because, again, I say we take greatness for granted, and this dude doing this on a nightly basis, angry and willing his team to victory night in and night out. I cannot. I feel like it's underappreciated right here. We've gotten used to this. This is normal. This is a 7-footer going to the basket. And again, you know, I love when Giannis gets in the mid post because he's a passer, he's a scorer. And how do you double him in that position? And then again, right here, getting out of the screen. That's the biggest thing. You have 3-point shooters. They got to close out on Brook Lopez. You get it to the roller quickly. And then right here, this is just disrespectful, right? A little bump, too big, too strong. The team as itself is 7 for 14 from 3, which is allowing the Phoenix Suns to not build a wall. And then Giannis, I'm going with Coach Stan Van Gundy tonight on the call. 7 for 7 from the free throw line. So what you do to Giannis is you foul him and you hope he's having an off free throw night. And today, when he's knocking down free throws, we saw what he's capable of, a 50-point triple-double in the finals to will them to victory. I mean, he's that Giannis this year.
So Milwaukee was up by 15, and I'm sitting in the back going, this could get ugly. Second quarter, the Suns hit 7 threes, and leading the charge, Devin Booker, who has to do it by himself with no Kevin Durant, no Bradley Beal either.
Devin Booker is what we call a jock. A jock man is a person that can go out and get his whenever he wants. You know, we all know he has that ability. Roll the tape. 7 for 15, he's out there by himself. But listen, when he says, you know, give me the ball, let me score, he has this ability right here. Come off that, boom, stop and pop, shoot the 3, get all the way to the hole, spin move, whatever. And right here, you can't really play him one-on-one. Confidence on the shot right there. Get it back, rebound, get to your spot, hit another 3. This is what we call a jock. A jock is a person that can get his. Vince, a AI, a T-Mac, a Kobe, a guy that when they say, I'm getting mine, I'm not passing to nobody, Devin Booker is that type of player.
Glad you gave the definition of jock.
No, don't.
You were confused too. You raised your eyebrow.
What was it?
Is that what you call it? Someone that can get a bucket of jock?
Let's call him a jock. You called him that?
Secret language.
Secret language?
Yeah.
Booker, by the way, responsible for 12 of the 20 baskets for the Suns.
Never heard that
with
before.
his 5 assists.
Ever.
I just thought a jock was someone that played
That
sports.
just played.
No.
Yeah. No?
Different type of jock.
I thought it was like a hooper.
No, different type of jock.
Shaq looked like he should have been kicking it with Kid and Play at their house party.
I was. Me and your mama was in the background.
Would you have come in with your fraternity brother?
Oh, now you want to be in.
Yes, of course I would have.
Hughes ruined every party.
In the back right there, right there. There you go.
Every party.
That's
Y'all
great.
ruined.
Nah,
Check.
not a damn.
Walking through parties.
Huh?
Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
Hughes always on a walk through parties.
Fun house. Get it, get it, get it. Hold on.
When you're a sports fan, nothing beats being there. And when you're with Amex Platinum, you never miss the next big moment. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
It's a sweet cherry red sports car, and it doesn't match the photo. It's fine, right? Sabrina, was it fine just shooting threes? No.
But it's fine to settle for a car from a sketchy site where you can get the car you love at CarMax.
Sabrina, no. The combo meal changed the game at BK.
With so many options, I play my way.
Fries and I say no compromise.
Winning big time because it's free to swap fries.
Have it your way. You rule. My nipples are so hard right now.
AE drink spray. AE drink spray.
You want to hope like Anthony Edwards? Practice. You want a refreshing drink? Obey
All right.
your thirst. Damn. I tried to tell
Oh, man, I
don't know why I'm so cold right now. Obey your thirst.
I don't know why. Like, I've
He blocked him at the rim.
stepped outside in like 5-degree weather
Blocked him again.
during halftime earlier this year,
With the NBA, you know how it is.
and I was like perfectly fine. It's 32 degrees, and I went outside and I was like, ugh, it's so cold. And I spent all day in the cold too, and I was fine.
This. Check it out.
Spent 3 hours out in the cold earlier.
I know. That's why I'm on it.
Remember who put you on, okay? Remember.
My man. What about this pain in my back? Tender, huh? Do you play any contact sports?
Thank you.
Wow!
That explains it.
Hurt in the car. I'll worry the car.
When your home gets bugs, the struggle is real.
So, we're through the first half in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Fiserv Forum. The Bucks are up 60-57 over the Phoenix Suns. The first quarter of this game was fucking atrocious, but then the second quarter was actually better. Grayson Allen has 6. Ryan Dunn has 5. Nick Richards has 0. Devin Booker has 22. It really doesn't feel like it, but also kind of does. Like, because, yeah, he really has been the only one scoring. Besides Colin Gillespie, who has 11. Cody Martin has 3. Tyus Jones has 6. Osei Iguodala has 4. And the Bull, Damian Lee, Visa Micic, Monte Morris, and Mason Plumlee all have not played.
Memphis and Golden State are separated by a half a game in the 5 and 6 seeds, and guess who's
For the Milwaukee Bucks, Kyle Kuzma has 2 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo has 20. Brook Lopez has 12. Taurean Prince has 3. Rollins has 10. Trent Jr. has 3. Pat Connaughton has 4. Kevin Porter Jr. has 6. Bayou, Jackson Jr., Livingston, Nance, Smith, and Umadi all have not played.
No Michael Porter Jr. For the Timberwolves, no Niles Lee, no Dante DiVincenzo because of suspension. So we'll see. It's going to be those two head to head. That in our late game. Other side. Come on, Chet.
Like the bell bottoms, Candace. Things all right.
And it's weird there's going to be another game coming up after this.
Oh, they're not bell bottoms.
On TNT. Usually we're always the late game. Even when we do play in the East, like,
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes
we don't usually play
10 times in the past 2 years.
in this window.
Your mind. Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile blows the competition away.
T-Mobile will also give you up to $800 when you switch.
Mine? No. Is that a jet engine?
Go to T-Mobile.com to see how families can save 20% and get $800. That's lunch.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish. While you check in anytime. And get the most money back on your time. Now this is Taxes.
The Kia K4 and K5 represent what comes next. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5.
Kia, movement that inspires.
This is wild. I can't believe this.
Let's take it from the top. You love cleaning this counter.
What?
In fact, Clorox's latest experiment proved you enjoyed it more than a manicure.
I don't even know myself anymore.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
Miles of flavor. Those crispy peaks. 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the label, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders, bring the flavor, Wingstop.
This is where we live. What's outside? By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, we'll be dead.
Tournament of Champions set the food world on fire. There is no telling what's going to happen. There's no predicting the randomizer. You never know who's going to win. That's what makes this the Tournament of Champions.
All new Tournament of Champions, Sunday night at 8.
Scores. What's the score?
It's all on the NBA app. Over and out.
Well, the stars are out. Spiro, we knew that Adetokounmpo and Booker were going to have to step up tonight. They're both doing it in every way possible. Hitting threes, going to the rim. Booker the same way. He's knocked down 3 threes. And this great left drive, we've seen a couple of those tonight. 22 points for Booker, 20 for Adetokounmpo. They're leading the way with their biggest star teammates, Lillard and Durant, out.
As we welcome you back courtside here in Milwaukee, Spirit of Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Dennis Scott in just a couple of seconds. We talked about what's at stake. Stand for these two teams. Milwaukee, number 6 in the East. Phoenix in true desperation mode as they begin one game out of that final play-in slot with a little lighthearted moment between Budenholzer and his former star. As we begin
So here's the second quarter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
First game back in this building and in this city for Budenholzer since he was shown the exits here by this Milwaukee franchise as Devin Booker
1 point game.
Right where he left off, Stan. He's got 24.
Well, and as you said earlier in the game, Sparrow, he came in over the last 5 games, averaging fewer than 18 points a game and really struggling. Shooting the ball 43% from the floor and 12% from 3, but he's getting it going tonight with Kevin Durant out.
No KD ankle injury that he sustained in their last time out. Corner 3 from Dunn. Richards on a putback weak side. And the Phoenix Suns again retake the lead.
And that's Richards' first bucket of the night, but he's one of the best rebounders in the league, 10th in the league in rebounds per minute.
Got him in the trade middle part of January from Charlotte with that Josh Okogie deal as Kuzma lays it up from deep. So that puts the Bucks back in front. Milwaukee up by as many as 15 in the first half. Now we got a brand new game here as we play early stages, third quarter. Allen Gillespie, 8th straight start in the absence of Beal. This is Allen chiseling his way into the paint.
Nice.
Well, again, likes taking that ball to his left hand, takes it hard, and then pivots away, creates space, and knocks it down.
Nice.
Rollins had an open look at a 3. Grayson Allen, coach, didn't quite look like himself. Coming back from that foot injury. Struggles in his return, but tonight starting to show some of his old offensive form as this thing is tied again.
Yeah, the 4 games back, he averaged under 4 points a game and was shooting 29% from the floor, but he is starting to look like himself as Adetokounmpo also looked like himself right there.
So Adetokounmpo now at 22 points. Booker misses on the baseline, Jay.
Here we go.
Drive and kick. Rollins from the corner. That's good.
And again, that's Adetokounmpo in transition. And the only way to stop him is he sucks in your entire defense and he creates the 3 for Rollins.
Torian Prince the intercept. Keep in mind that Adetokounmpo, not only their leader in points and rebounds, Stan, he leads them in assists as well. And what has been just a mind-numbing season in terms of the numbers for him yet again.
Well, he drew 4 defenders right there. And with his size, he's just able to see over everybody, delivers the ball right on target for his 3rd assist of the night.
You don't think he could come up with a defensive game plan to slow him down, Stan?
I tried for years and was about as successful as everyone else has been.
Nice little step-through move, and now a 10-2-1 to get Milwaukee a 7-point lead. Here comes Booker, gets downhill into the corner to Dunn. Underneath, knocked around. Richards, this is Booker. Only the 3rd rebound of the night for Adetokounmpo. Here he comes into the paint. Hip check to the deck. Let's see who the officials get here with 8:34 left to play in the quarter.
It's going to be Richards' 4th. Or Dunn's 4th. I think it's Richards' 4th.
It is Richards, you're right. So his 4th personal. And now Oso Ighodaro, the rookie out of Marquette, playing in front of his college coach Shaka Smart, who's here to support his old player. Shaka was sitting in that seat, but he'll be back. Maybe stand grabbing some refreshments.
Well, with Richards with 4, he's also, Mike Budenholzer's also going to take out Dunn early here and put Martin in to guard Adetokounmpo so that Dunn doesn't pick up his 4th. And this is what Adetokounmpo does. Besides getting 30 a night, he just puts your whole team in foul trouble.
Nice little driving finish by Kuzma. Shaka's either at the refreshment stand or on his phone working the transfer portal back in the tunnel. It's a busy time of year. Here comes Booker curling into the paint and hits.
Nice
Well,
Buck.
they didn't get him going to his left hand, which Milwaukee has done a better job, or did a better job late in the second quarter of taking away. Look, with the great players, you don't stop them. You simply have to try to get them away from their strengths and try to get their efficiency down a little bit.
Adetokounmpo, just like a man playing with the boys.
Well, you've got to have both. You've got to have size, strength, and mobility as we look at Shaka Smart. If you're going to stop Adetokounmpo from getting to the rim, guy playing, he's got to have size, strength, and mobility.
So 2 free throws for Giannis.
And the Suns really just don't have anybody who physically is able to keep him from getting to the rim. They're going to need 2 defenders at all times on him.
So the 2-time league MVP back to the free throw line. Already his 8th and 9th attempted free throws of the night to try to extend his 7-point lead. As we take a little peek at our FanDuel Live point spread for tonight's game. Look at where it was to begin and where it sits currently with this matchup between these two shorthanded teams. Still no Damian Lillard out definitely for Milwaukee. No KD, no Bradley Beal for Phoenix. And just frustration for Milwaukee.
And he makes them both.
Like every time, this time of year, the last couple of years, they've had injuries that they've contended with. Lillard last year, the calf injury. Obviously, Adetokounmpo dealing with some injuries. Their first-round playoff exit against Indiana.
No question. And then even the year they lost to Miami in the first round, when Miami went to the finals, Adetokounmpo also there missed 3 of the 5 games. So
come on, Buck.
It has been a persistent problem here in Milwaukee. Uh-oh.
Phoenix desperately scoring back, but then it's
There you
placed.
go. Oh, no, that's not good. I'm fucking stupid.
And just like that, the lead back to 12.
Fucking
17
gay.
for Bucks run. And Mike Budenholzer wants a timeout. Get him reset.
Timeout.
Or they can get you in a hurry.
Well, Adetokounmpo in transition. Either he's going to score and get fouled, or he's going to find the shooter. Bucks up by 12.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
PenguinCustoms.net. What? Glad I get credit card fraud alerts from Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine how I'd be without them.
Hey, that's mine! Stop that penguin!
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Gemini, can you look at my resume?
This spider?
These complicated instructions?
Sure, just add it and we'll talk. That's a cool sweater. Here are a few ways to dress it up.
One, two, three, go!
We follow pizza drivers to make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
We
new star of the seas. Book your vacation today.
Cash in on all the sports action this season with Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on a few player stats for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Join over 10 million members playing in over 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Download the Prize Picks app today with code TV to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
My dad's in the NBA. No way. It's true.
No.
It's true. He's never shot a basket or anything, but he has a ton of assists. Is your dad in the NBA? Mine is. He's a really big deal. Ever heard of him? Never heard of him? Never heard of him? What can I say? He's a pro. See ya.
We're proud to support the healthcare pros who keep the NBA healthy. The NBA trusts its health to Evernorth Health Services.
TNT is your new home for Roland Garros. Watch the stars of the tennis world descend on Paris beginning May the 25th on TNT and stream on Max. We can't wait. We will be watching. Let's get a look at Thanasis Antetokounmpo, of course, the brother of Giannis. Looks like his rehab coach is going well from his Achilles injury.
Look, I would take Thanasis on any team I coached. The enthusiasm that he brings, the energy he brings on a daily basis.
Grayson
Allen, three-pointer. So Phoenix then has answered the bell. Every time you think Milwaukee's going to run away with this game, Suns have responded. Look at Antetokounmpo, the spin, just a thing of beauty, and a chance at three.
I mean, look, he's just totally taken over this game. His teammates involved when the defense comes to collapse. I mean, this is what we're talking about. So now he draws four guys in, finds Ryan Rollins for a three. Then as you try to load up on him with Nick Richards, he just gives it to Brook Lopez. And again, he sucks in four guys and finds Taurean Prince for the three. And then he finishes this drive just totally taken over here. And this is what he can do on a nightly basis.
And maybe stand the most important part of his game tonight. I'll wait till after this shot.
Well, that's good because we can't blame you now. You were going to say, but I think even your thought jinxed it.
Is that what we're going with now? The mental broadcaster jinx? Dennis, what say you?
Well, Stan, my question for you is, after talking to Doc earlier tonight, is this the formula for these last 7 or 8 games where Giannis is back playing like he was back-to-back MVP, where he's attacking the thing? So now the three-point shooters are getting wide-open shots versus contested threes. Can that be the formula to close out the season?
Well, that's always, I think, the formula for them. That's why this team was built the way it is, Dennis, to put shooters around Giannis,
right?
And then he just has to make the plays, which, as we're seeing tonight.
And then you get Portis back here those last 4 games. He brings more toughness, more defensive prowess. Can that be enough for the Bucks to really think they can go deep as Prince gets a reverse layup?
Well,
16-point lead, biggest of the night.
By Giannis, great cut by Taurean Prince.
Devin Booker at the other end. So Phoenix has gone cold, and suddenly, after Milwaukee blew a 15-point lead, they've got their largest lead of the night. As we cross the midway point of this third quarter, Antetokounmpo, full extension, just taking the thing over for the Bucks.
Hey, listen, if you come with a second guy, he's finding shooters and they're knocking down shots. If you don't, there's nobody you can play one-on-one and he's going to score easily.
Just wondered, would this Phoenix team have enough? No Kevin Durant, no Bradley Beal. Trying to hold on for dear life as the number 11 team in the West. Booker. And now he is cooled off.
Well, there's a lot of things, unfortunately, that this Phoenix team doesn't have enough of. Right now, the talent has dropped with Durant being out, but they just don't have enough fight to them either and enough commitment at the defensive end, and they haven't had it all year. And this is why they're fighting to make the play-in at this time of the year. They've had enough help over the course of the year to not be in this situation, but they have just not been able to get it together, particularly on this end of the floor.
Cody Martin pokes it away from Antetokounmpo, who recovers. Now into the corner to Rollins, 5 to shoot. Kuzma from deep. Milwaukee 10 of 19 from 3 tonight. Booker.
Go, Book.
Big basket for Phoenix as they try to fight their way back into within striking distance. This thing was tied at 63 before Milwaukee wanted a 20-2 run before that make by Booker.
Well, this is the tough spot for Phoenix when you get this far down, because you can't do it all with your shooting now. You've got to get some stops. And this is something this team hasn't done a lot of.
What are you doing, Cody?
There, and nobody has Connaughton.
See what Devin Booker is trying to do. Almost a one-man band tonight. And we're going to get a whistle blown here. Offensive against Kuzma, away from the basketball, knocking Tyus Jones to the floor. That'll be his third. And Kuzma right now joined towards the officials.
Who is Mr. 69?
16-point game with 4 and change left in the quarter.
Who's Buck?
Colin Gillespie, the only guy other than Booker in double figures for Phoenix with 11. And he has not scored here in the third quarter.
Into the corner, this is Martin, 3, rims out, and the rebound Rollins. It just has not been the Suns' night from the three-point line. Antetokounmpo just trying to bear hug him at this point. No defensive answers as the rookie Iguodala is whistled for his 4th personal.
So the Bucks are in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter.
Who can get in front of Antetokounmpo and hold their ground. He knows that, and he's just attacking relentlessly as he should. But Phoenix was 9 for 19 from 3 in the first half. But they're 0 for 8 here in the second half, and that's one of the reasons they're behind. Because this is not a team, unfortunately, that can dig in and beat you in a grinded-out game with their defense. They have to make shots to win.
Giannis made the first one.
Or will the Timberwolves or the Nuggets grab more
18
rebounds
point
next
or a
on
17-point
TNT?
game.
Make your picks now with NBA Pick'em for a chance to win autographed gear. Play free at NBA.com/Pick'em or in the NBA app. Stan, you mentioned Bobby Portis earlier. As he nears the end of his 25-game suspension, another announcement that really kind of threw this Milwaukee
And
team
Giannis
off
made them
course.
both.
They will get him back for the final 4 games of the regular season, so the hope is that you can get him back into physical rhythm.
There you go, Buck.
Drains another 3 as they try to get as much help as they can for their postseason push.
Well, yeah, and what they really need, Portis and Sims.
Fucking, I don't even know why I cheer for that.
Help. This was one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the league.
Because they just do that right afterwards.
Giannis
Doesn't even
creates
fucking matter.
another wide open 3, that one for Gary Trent Jr., but their rebounding has really, really dropped off, and they've even struggled with that in tonight. That was one of the things that they did well defensively. They need those guys' help. They need the depth and the rebounding back.
We keep it.
You know, Doc Rivers' defense has fallen a little bit from where it was statistically. What it really was a good year for them defensively. 11th in the league in defensive rating are the Bucks. But during this 4-game slide, they've slipped to 26th during that stretch. Gillespie, corner 3 short. Now the Suns' 3-point struggles continue. 18-point Milwaukee lead as we hit the 3-minute mark now left in the quarter. Good movement, Rollins, corner pocket 3, that's good.
Great ball movement by Milwaukee, but what did it start with? Double team on Antetokounmpo because he's been getting to the rim. They double teamed him on the perimeter. He moved the ball willingly. Nothing on the stat sheet for him on that possession, but he created that open threat.
So Rollins, another start, playing well. He's had some nice moments for them during this stretch where he has played his way into Doc Rivers' rotation. Milwaukee poked away by Gillespie. Booker into the corner for Jones. Open three. That's good. So a nice little turnaround for Phoenix.
I have to
but they
pee.
look up, they're still playing in an 18-point hole. Late third on TNT.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one.
How am I getting home?
Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald.
Fine, but I'm bringing this.
All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
We gonna get every last one of you.
I don't believe in ghosts. Just power. We're gonna find a way out of this. Sinners, rated R, April 18th.
Take it back. I said beagle, not bagel. CarMax has a 10-day money-back guarantee. Why don't you?
Because you need, like, razors and stuff.
Experience CarMax, and you'll never settle for anything less.
TaxAct wants to remind you taxes are due soon. But hey, once you're done, you don't have to think about taxes ever again. Until next year. And every year after that, for the rest of your life. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99. Meet our new Asiago bagel stacks. Choose from the chicken Roma with grilled chicken and green goddess dressing, the spicy steak or zesty Tuscan. Only $7.99 each, and only at Panera for a limited time.
This is a can of Valspar Ultra for $29.98. It's also a realization that you'd rather exercise your mind. Valspar. Affordable, durable. Available at Lowe's.
We are your neighbors, friends, and your family. We've donated millions of dollars to programs like the Red Cross, the Heart Foundation, Habitat for Humanity, and many more. We are the members of IBEW Local 43 and the National Electrical Contractors Association. You not only see our work, you live it. From the JMA Wireless Dome, hospitals, schools, and city buildings, the IBEW is a part of your everyday. Central New York's future is bright, and the IBEW Local 43 and NECA will continue to help light, power, and grow Central New York.
I'm David from Zero Draft, giving Central New York families the opportunity to qualify for NYSERDA incentives to upgrade your home insulation. We have helped thousands of homeowners qualify for low cost and oftentimes free energy saving home insulation. Call Zero Draft to schedule your free home energy audit. We'll help you find incentives based on your household income. Zero Draft will help you throughout the entire process to get you qualified and keep you comfortable in your home. Save energy, save money, and enjoy year-round comfort with Zero Draft.
Now let's watch this Milwaukee ball movement here. Again, Adetokounmpo, they come in double on the perimeter. Now it's 4-on-3 on the weak side. Great ball movement. And Rollins knocks down the corner.
Hey, Wilsons. Hope everyone is doing great.
Milwaukee
not doing great, Jaden. I don't know why the fuck you said Wilsons. You're kind of an idiot for
that. That's never
that.
been the issue with this team this year. Can they take it enough and be good enough with their defense? As we get a whistle here, it's being an offensive foul. Looked like Cody Martin took a shot trying to fight his way around a screen.
And that's at least our fourth illegal screen call of the night. Brook Lopez takes half a step to the outside. He's moving. And Milwaukee comes out in 2-3 zone.
Jones, tough little floater.
That's the name we gave your viewers. We're the Wilsons. I never did that.
Devin Booker 3-2 at the 3:47 mark.
Thank you for watching, I guess. Random viewer.
Big change to a 2 tonight. Not much going right for the Suns.
Gary Trent Jr. on the wing for Porter. And Lopez is going to be whistled underneath.
No problem.
This was the 3 stand that they changed.
Yeah. Great camera work there. It's hard to
No
tell
problem.
before that, but we got a great angle on that one.
A great TNT crew here. Our director, Jonathan Bywaters.
Jaden,
Our producer,
you
Sean
are a
Birchikoff.
funny guy.
Pleased to have everyone with us here from Milwaukee tonight. Jones.
Very good,
Once again,
Tyus.
Phoenix making a little push.
Well, Tyus Jones, again, one of the top 3-point shooters in the league, and Milwaukee made no effort to get over that screen and get back out to him.
Lopez, the birthday boy, a little bit too much on that floater.
Thanks.
Tyus Jones has hit the last 8 points for Phoenix. Trying to steal some minutes here with Devin Booker on the bench. Gillespie.
Wow.
Turn.
Thank you very
Lopez
much.
got him.
Wow.
Still
What a
the
great
defensive
compliment.
force.
I very much
The NBA's
appreciate that.
active Leader in blocks, Brook Lopez. And look at that pass. Just exquisite underneath for Connaughton coming back door.
That was the second baseline cut of the quarter for Milwaukee. Prince had one earlier.
There you go, Tyus.
Tyus Jones getting it going here.
Nice little heater for Jones. Just the right time for Phoenix now, within 14 points.
But again, you're not going to do it just at that end of the floor. You're going to have to get some stops down here.
Milwaukee is shooting it at a 68% clip.
There you go.
Stan, they have almost 100.
If there's any positive, is that it's that we did this earlier.
Well, these two teams gave up 140 plus on Sunday in their respective
It is
defeats.
possible.
As we get a reach-in foul here against Connaughton.
3.1 seconds left on the clock.
Seconds left.
In the
And
third
that's
quarter.
smart by Connaughton. He doesn't think he fouled, but regardless of whether he did or not, smart play, because that's the time you can take a gamble there and reach and maybe get a steal. And if you don't get the call, I mean, if you get the call, fine. No big deal. They're not going to the free throw.
On inbounds, Iguodaro up
Nice.
with the leader, and the
Oh,
rookie
nope.
able to put it in with less than a second left in the quarter. And that'll get us to the end of the third here in Milwaukee.
So that's
with
the end of the
Phoenix
third?
again trimming it down to 12. Stanley close on an 11-2 spurt.
It's a 95-83 lead, 12-point
When you
game.
have two of the best shooting
Yeah, we
teams
did
in the
we did
NBA
go on
out
a
here.
scoring run there at the
Anything
end.
can happen. Long way to go right now. You're watching the NBA on TNT, presented by State Farm.
McDonald's meets the Minecraft universe with a Minecraft movie meal.
Check it out. At Planet Fitness, you can get free unlimited fitness training. Save when you join for just $1 down.
We're mixing it up.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking my form.
55 lifting 70.
We're just gonna keep showing up. Showing up.
Showing up.
You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 11th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Can we deduct our kids' braces?
I do not know.
Oh, I was asking an H&R Block tax pro. It's actual live human help for no extra cost.
It's gonna make doing our own taxes online so easy.
There's also this AI tax assist that's available 24/7 for questions.
So you can pretty much get help whenever you need it? What do they know about crochet?
Do your own taxes online with H&R Block and get unlimited expert help and AI tax assist at no additional cost.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
Selling a car is a big deal. You've had some big moments.
Okay, and some wrong turns. But when you're ready to sell, Car Gurus is a big help. Get multiple offers instantly, so you choose the best deal. Car Gurus, the #1 most visited car shopping site.
This is the best, right? Wrong. Clorox measured people's brainwaves while they tried stuff. Massages, dogs, cleaning, nails, a treat. And the results? Whoa! Whoa is right.
Just about ready to start the fourth quarter here in Milwaukee as we take a little peek at the upcoming national TV schedule. ESPN doubleheader tomorrow night, Knicks in Cleveland, and the Pistons in OKC. TNT Thursday doubleheader. Memphis Grizzlies, obviously the coaching change. When they get their season back on track, they'll be in Miami. And Golden State Lakers, a couple of seconds ago, 3D with Doc Rivers.
All right, guys, here with Doc. Those last couple minutes defensively, I know you're not happy. What's the message to the guys?
Well, we just gave up points, and these are all the non-Giannis minutes. I mean, we just got to be better. I don't mind if we struggle scoring. I mind that we're struggling giving up points. So that's what we got to correct.
Speaking of non-Giannis minutes, how long do you leave him rest? Because he's getting downhill. You get any shot when you want when he's attacking the paint.
He's human. He needs a little bit of rest. But we'll watch the clock.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, 3D, great stuff with the Kumbo stand still on the bench to begin this fourth quarter. And that was the first thing, one of the things that Doc actually mentioned when we sat with him in his office before the game, those 9 or 10 or so minutes with the Kumbo on the bench. As we get an offensive foul here against Allen, and clearly it's been a little bit of an issue again for them tonight.
Giannis trying to get the officials to take a look at that. He's thinking flagrant on Grayson Allen. He obviously played with Grayson. Grayson's laughing a little bit. So is Giannis. A little giggle there.
Underneath, Lopez in a crowd. Just too much physical strength.
Well, the Bucks are just so much bigger right now than Phoenix is.
Here comes Booker, gets downhill into the corner. Is Allen from deep. So Phoenix back to within 11.
Well, you can see the problem here, though. This was at the end of the third quarter. Plus
game's not over.
28 minutes with Giannis, minus 16 in the 8 minutes he's out. That's what Doc Rivers and Dennis Scott were talking about.
Lopez muscles his way underneath. Are we going to get a technical?
Yeah, it's on Brook Lopez. He wanted the foul and the
Brook Lopez
play.
technical.
And he and Booker share a little bit of a laugh there.
So Booker will get the free throw.
The Kumbo to thank. Murat Kogut just got to the point where he had heard enough. Lopez may have said the magic word. He immediately turned towards Kogut. You can see that demonstrative response by the usually mild-mannered Brook Lopez.
Well, plus Brook Lopez is a Stanford guy. It might have been that he was just using vocabulary that the referees could not understand.
Always possible. With Brook Lopez, one of the most colorful personalities in the NBA. Here comes Allen underneath. Richards turned back.
Come on, Buck.
Loose ball, Booker hanging in the paint. Underneath.
Better get this.
Richards again. Gonna power back
There you
up.
go, Nick.
And able to clean it up. And it's down to 10.
10-point game.
So Phoenix, then give them some credit. Scrappy, just trying to stay close.
I'm really glad to see it because I think one of the problems with this Phoenix team here in this last stretch has been not showing enough fight. It's nice to see them continuing to battle through some adversity tonight.
You've got a Phoenix team that has lost 3 straight games, is 5-5 in their last 10, with everything at stake for them as they begin the night 1 game out of that final play-in spot in the West. As Allen misses a corner 3. Porter driving kick.
Nice.
And then Kuzma a little bit short.
Book.
Devin Booker, a little bit more ball handling responsibilities tonight.
What are you
with
doing?
The absences of both Durant and Beal. Tripped up to the deck. There's Beal at the end of the bench. Mike Budenholzer telling us that he's starting to do some 5-on-5 work, approaching his return. Stan, he can't get back soon enough for a Phoenix team that is playing for its playoff lives. Dunn in the corner, steps back.
He's been shooting the three better, but his step back off the dribble, not really Ryan Dunn's shot.
So 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Antetokounmpo waiting to check in. Kuzma, beautiful drop step, and he goes glass.
Big time move there by Kuzma.
Got Kuzma in that deadline deal from Washington. 20-plus points in back-to-back games entering this one tonight as Jones misses from the corner. Porter, and no one back for Phoenix.
Is he good?
Rod Colgan says whistle, contact, and a chance at three for Milwaukee. Porter in the blink of an eye getting to the rack for the Bucks. So a chance to build on his 14-point lead as we play middle stages of the fourth on TNT.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Bring home Kohl's exciting new brands today. Meet luxe favorites from Miriana that'll transform your space into a sanctuary. Then discover Mingle & Co.'s fun hosting essentials, home style and more over 20% off during our Friends and Family sale at Kohl's and Kohls.com.
Warfare, rated R.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built for limitless determination.
Hey, say the sound the beat, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in the regardless. My daddy told me
Flavor. Everyone wants to taste.
hating on me because I'm the beat, the largest.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. I can help with that. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batmobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words? Just one. So long, dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something.
That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
And then on offense, as I said, every time we put the ball up and move it, we find people. All right? I'm going to say this one more time. They are a great ISO defensive team. So if you're going to stand there, no, go downhill, make a play.
That was our State Farm audio assist. Got Gregory Stamp trying to rally his Bucks As Porter Jr. completes the three-point play, and their lead now back up to 15.
Well, and he's right. Every time Milwaukee has driven the ball, drawn help, and moved the ball, they've gotten great shots.
Grayson Allen was a
there you go, Grayson.
tough shot as he was kind of moving away from the basket.
A great play coming out of the timeout by Mike Budenholzer. Running Booker from side to side, but then as the ball got to him, flare screen for Grayson Allen, the 7th best three-point shooter in the NBA.
Over 40% of any makes
nice.
Play at the other end against his ex-mate. Transition three. Allen a little bit short, and then it's
nice, Nick.
On the tap-in by Richards. Looks like Dunn is hobbled.
Yeah, it took a fall on the floor.
Their bodies all over the place, and Murat Kogut says offensive on Porter. He said that he leaned in with that left shoulder.
And just no reason for it whatsoever. And Dunn sort of gets tripped there by Kuzma inadvertently.
So Porter will sit. That's his 4th personal. And this thing stands back down to 10.
And they've got a chance with a score here to get the lead down to a single digit.
Ken, you had to wonder about this Phoenix team coming in off that lopsided blowout loss to Houston on Sunday at home, in which they gave up almost 150 points.
Same play. Into the next option, pick and roll with Booker and Richards.
So Milwaukee made the adjustment.
Nice, Grayson. Or that was Collins, sorry.
And here come the Suns.
Colin Gillespie.
Within 7. And Doc Rivers red hot at his players. 8
the timeout Bucks.
On TNT.
At Metro, get $25 in line for 4 lines, plus 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. It's easy. No ID required, no activation fee. Visit a store, go online, or call. Only at Metro.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Here we go. Whoa. You don't have to go with me this time.
We got the Wolves.
Don't forget about the Grizzlies.
Kia, movement that inspires.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
Oh, these Katie's are fire. Katie, you work here?
Whatever, kid. Take notes.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
1, 2, 3, go!
We follow pizza drivers to make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
Tax Act wants to remind you taxes are due soon. But hey, once you're done, you don't have to think about taxes ever again. Until next year. And every year after that for the rest of your life. Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
Hi folks, Joe Namath here. Did you know that I wear hearing aids? I love my hearing aids and I am here to help you get a deal on the same brand I wear.
Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get MD Hearing's revolutionary
Fuck
Neo
the
hearing
Suns,
aids
man.
for just $297 a pair. The Neo is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable
I'm so
technology,
pissed at
many
them
customers say
for
it's
trying to
superior
trade
more
KD
expensive
at the
models.
deadline.
And you can get 2 Neo hearing aids with a
That's so
45-day
disrespectful.
risk-free
I don't
trial,
blame
free
KD
shipping,
for
and free
being
lifetime
pissed and wanting to
US
go
based support
somewhere
for only
else.
$297. The
You know?
Neo is nearly invisible with its tiny in-the-ear canal design.
I think that's what he's going to be looking for at the offseason.
Over-the-counter hearing aids that I use for you.
Call now and get not 1 but 2 Neo hearing aids for just $297.
800-877-2200. Again, that's 800-877-2200.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Kohl's, where families come first. Temperatures dropping below the 40-degree mark here in Milwaukee. As play resumes, 7 and change left to play. The 2025 MLB season is here. TBS has you covered all season long. Watch the Phillies take on the Braves April the 8th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, TBS, and streaming on Max. Prince.
Yeah, I don't know about going under on a handoff with the #1 3-point shooter in the league. Doesn't make a bit of sense.
Grayson Allen was a big shot for Phoenix.
Well, then Milwaukee returned the favor and said, you know what, we won't guard your best 3-point shooter either.
So inside of the 7-minute mark, Antetokounmpo leads in with the shoulders. Just too much physicality. And he now has 32. It's his 5th straight with at least 30 for Milwaukee.
Pass out to Colin. Grayson. There you go, Grayson.
I mean, come on. Milwaukee, like, you got to have some idea that he's the best 3-point shooter on the floor for Phoenix.
Look at the 3-point shooting now in the quarter. 5th 3 for the Suns in less than 6 minutes. Gillespie trying to ratchet up some of the defense as Prince's pass is deflected into the corner. And again, those defensive issues that have plagued this Milwaukee team, Stan, during their 4-game slide as we check in with 3D.
Well, Stan, that was something Doc talked about. If you're not going to communicate when you know there's 3-point shooters on the floor and they're playing desperate basketball, how do you create better conversation on the defensive end? There's too many wide open shots there.
Boy, Kuzma had to work quickly with that shot clock down to his sticky.
Not surprising, but we've got 30 made threes in this game now between the two teams. We said coming in, this is 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league, 2nd and 3rd, and we're not surprised.
2 free throws?
The defenses seem surprised.
Prince whistled for the contact underneath against Booker. And now Gary Trent Jr. is going to come in for Lopez. They're trying to keep Lopez's minutes down as much as he can. Doc Rivers.
Oh no, it's not.
Biggest
Free throws.
here coming down the stretch over the last 12, 13
But
days.
Suns do keep the ball.
We played 41 minutes when these teams played a week ago in Phoenix.
But look at Rollins poking it away. And now the officials say jump. Just a
Jump ball.
on the ball defensive play by Rollins. Devin Booker arguing and pointing towards his headband stand, which nearly was ripped off.
He's asking Mike Budenholzer to review this. Mike Budenholzer looking at his bench.
Booker is arguing, Stan, that he had possession.
I don't think this is reviewable.
Stan, I think you're right. It is not reviewable. But that said, I think Booker had a pretty good argument. It looked like he had mostly had possession.
He had a very good argument, just one that the referee didn't care to listen to. I had that happen to me a couple times in my career, where I had very good arguments and the referees just didn't want to hear it. I didn't understand it.
I do recall seeing that on occasion.
Yeah, on occasion.
Suns got that jump ball.
To work quickly into the paint. Well played, and then Richards takes off.
So Nick Richards gets fouled, so 2 free throws here.
Step to the free throw line. First against Antetokounmpo. And Richards, who is a 74% free throw shooter, will step to the line for the first time tonight. And the Suns again with a chance to cut this thing down to 7.
But Richards has shot it at 82% since he's come over to Phoenix.
Well, experience the Emmy Award-winning HBO original series True Detective Night Country, starting Friday
8-point lead
on TNT.
I like what I've seen from Phoenix tonight. I mean, look, their defense still has not been good, but they've shown some
it's a
fight
7-point lead.
Even being down Kevin Durant, they come into the game 2-11 when Durant's been out.
I Antetokounmpo again, the spin, and he goes full extension to the rack.
Well, this part I don't like about the way Phoenix is playing, and because he's not a shooter and they're worried about getting off the dribble, Nick Richards is just backing off so far
there you go.
that he's allowing Antetokounmpo to dribble the ball into 6 feet. Then he's too close. He's just up over the top. You've got to meet him out here at the three-point line. You see him, he's already in the retreat. That's what they're hoping he'll do, but he knocked that down. I think you've got to meet him early. And then also, when he beats you, you've got time to get your help down.
Just giving him too much runway.
Much too much. He's coming full speed at you. You have no chance.
He starts knocking down those threes. He has been a complete nightmare for Phoenix tonight.
He only had 9 made threes on the year coming into tonight. He's made 2 tonight.
Gillespie misses underneath, unable to get it back as he gets himself to the free throw line. As the pesky Suns, short-handed, undermanned, just will not go away. They can cut it to 8.
Well, the rebounding has become a major problem for them. 14 offensive rebounds for Phoenix for 22 second chance points and a chance to get that to 24 second chance points right here with Colin Gillespie, but he misses the first.
He missed the first.
Well, the U.S. women's national team is back in action. It's a high-intensity gold medal rematch as they take on Brazil in 2 epic showdowns, April the 5th and April the 8th. Catch all the action live, TNT, TBS, True TV, and streaming on Max.
Well, listen, if you're Milwaukee, Doc Rivers a little frustrated. You're shooting 68% from the floor, 58%
9-point lead,
and 92% from the line, and you're only up 9. Why? Because you have 18 turnovers, and you're getting outscored 23-3 on second chance points.
Stan, this just happened for them recently. This is not unprecedented.
Nice.
Where they shot it better than 60% in a game and lost.
Well, when you don't do other things, when you don't defend, right there you don't get back, and you don't rebound, you're going to have a hard time, and you turn the ball over. Phoenix has cut it to 7 with 3:58 to go.
Welcome to the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament.
Check the punch your ticket to the playoffs. On the spot on the main stage.
To prove you've got what it takes, you've got to take somebody's place.
Every game, every play, every moment matters. And once you're in, anything is possible. All you got to do is win to get in.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You don't just give an extra hand, you give your whole heart, because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
Have you had your Hershey's?
Here in Milwaukee, let's get you our play of the game presented by Cheez-Its. Just pick your highlight tonight for the former 2-time league MVP.
Well, they're letting him bring the ball to 6 feet. Look, he's an impossible guy to guard. I get it. But they are literally letting him dribble the ball to 6 feet. Then he's just got to make a move from there. And as long as he is, and with those big steps, you've got no chance. You've got to make a stand on Antetokounmpo earlier, certainly by the top of the key. Then if he spins, you have a chance to get help to him. I mean, he's essentially been the point guard here down the stretch.
37 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists for Antetokounmpo tonight. Here's Points corner 3. Open.
Man!
Knocks it down to get their lead
Fuck.
to 10.
15-3 of the night.
Booker takes a shot at the other end. Down to 3:34 left to play. That'll put Booker at the free throw line. Officials get Kuzma here.
Yeah, I don't really know what Kuzma's complaining about there, other than maybe Booker pushed him off on the initial drive.
Buck made the first one.
Booker had that 41-point game against Chicago on March 19th, and that little 4-game lull where he failed to get to 20 points in 4 straight games.
Buck made the second one.
Sunday in the loss to Houston, and he is fully out of that slump tonight. Coach, he has been sensational.
37 points to match it.
It's an 8-point lead, not a 10-point lead. There we go.
Illegal screen by Milwaukee. Their 19th turnover of the night, and I think their 5th illegal screen as Mike Budenholzer takes a timeout.
Stand the level of frustration.
Timeout Suns.
The
They'll get the ball back. By the way, the Suns are in the bonus for the remainder of the fourth quarter.
Comes to a stop. It's a good call by the officials. Phoenix down 8 with plenty of time.
Two iconic legends. One final regular season test of will. We locked in. Let's go. Stephen Curry's brilliant play combined with Jimmy Butler's winning ways have the Warriors racing towards the playoffs. In his 22nd season, LeBron James, along with the sensational Luka Doncic, has the Lakers playing at an all-time high. A king, a warrior, a collision of greatness. Warriors-Lakers, Thursday on TNT.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee our deals.
Without further ado, I give you Melo.
Because getting what you deserve isn't always guaranteed.
It's a mini Melo.
Oh, come on. You know what AT&T guarantees? The deals you want, with your choice of our most popular plans, like the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, on us.
Please stop. It's a masterpiece. A masterpiece.
Second half of our NBA on TNT doubleheader comes your way next. The Joker getting himself lathered up. Anthony Edwards, Minnesota, and Denver. Kevin Harlan, Craig Anthony, Stephanie Reddy will have the call, and we will be watching later tonight right here on TNT.
And Nikola Jokic, look, again, what he's doing is just ridiculous. He is in the top 3 in the league, the top 3 in scoring, rebounding, assists, and steals.
Never been done. Someone in the top 10 in all of those categories in a single season. Gillespie steps into a 3, had a good, clean look, and now the official's going to get a loose ball foul with Richardson knocked to the deck.
Hey, Nick Richards has 8 offensive rebounds in the game, and he's going to draw that foul because he's working so hard on the glass. Hasn't been a big offensive factor, but does have 10 points, but his work on the glass has kept them in the game. We talked about it earlier. 23-3 in second chance points with a chance to pick up a couple more right here.
So Nick Richards, 5th year in the league. Remember they got him in that mid-January deal from Charlotte. That shipped Josh Okogie out of town. 15 double-doubles on the season, 10 of which have come with Phoenix. But he leaves a critical point at the free throw line here with Phoenix down 8.
Doc Rivers is working it over here. He's working reps. He's working his team. I mean, they just took the ball back from Nick Richards. Yeah, Mike Budenholzer saying, what's going on? I agree. Like, because Milwaukee wanted to change a guy's spot, they can do that before you give the ball to Nick Richards. Mike Budenholzer upset. It didn't end up meaning anything, but there's no reason he should have taken the ball back to let him switch spots.
So a 7-point game as we hit the 3-minute mark now in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo has been magnificent. Coughs it up. Another Milwaukee turnover. Booker gets into Allen, knifes into the paint. Richards on the dive, trying to stuff it, and he's going to shoot free throws again. It's on Lopez, and that's his 4th.
Brook Lopez incredulous. They're all looking back behind the bench. You notice it all the time, wanting a replay. That's going to be a foul. He got that arm out on him. Good call.
It's then a smart cut by Richards. He saw the opening. Immediately dove towards the basket. Tonight making his 32nd start with Phoenix. Giving him just under
Nick
10
made the
points
first
per game,
one.
61% from the field and 9 rebounds. Trying to give them some interior presence.
Well, for Milwaukee now, I mean, look, you're shooting 68%, 57% from three. You know what you have to do? You got to get a shot. Do not
And he
turn
made the second one. It's a 5-point game.
20 turnovers on the night. Be legal on your screens and take care of the ball. When you do, you're getting whatever you want on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo setting the table for Lopez.
Well, that's what we're talking about. That's now 52 points in the paint. You're going to get whatever you want. Just take care of the ball.
There you go.
Boy, pretty J baseline left from Booker.
Game's not over.
Phoenix just refuses to go quietly. They're within 5.
Well, Milwaukee's going to ride this Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez pick and roll.
Suns adjust. Antetokounmpo pulls up mid-range
Nice.
jumper too much. And that time Richards played it well.
Yeah, absolutely. He stepped up a little higher.
Booker fires short. Antetokounmpo underneath. It's only his 5th rebound of the night as we cross the 2-minute mark left in regulation.
They need to move the ball and get Antetokounmpo on the attack.
Lopez tangle, boy, was expecting the whistle. Finally came as the officials get Cody Martin there. Phoenix did have one to give with 1:39 left.
Milwaukee's just got to get a good shot here.
Shot clock at 10. This is Rollins. Again in a starting role, curls to the cup, and he goes glass.
Wow. That is a big-time left-handed finish. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for him tonight.
Grayson, there you go.
He got it.
I don't understand how you leave
4-point game.
open for his 6th 3 of the night. The lack of communication and discipline there. Phoenix has it down to 4 in plenty of time.
Here's a quarter.
5. That's it.
Back-to-back
That's it.
Buckets for Milwaukee.
Wow, as he stepped up.
22-year-old Ryan Rollins, who's still playing with shoulder pain, dislocated that thing recently as Richards has turned back.
Such a fucking dumbass basketball team, man.
Officials say jump, and it will be Rollins and Gillespie with under a minute left in the quarter.
Well, Rollins is now
jump ball.
Could add to it, obviously, but over the last 4 games, averaging 17 points a game. He is 26 for 37 from the floor and 12 of 17, over 70% from three-point range. He is on a run.
Young man who began the year as a two-way player, maxed out his active max, and so they converted that thing to a standard contract. And he has played his way into Doc Rivers' rotation as he makes his 14th start. Shot clock at 7. Here comes Gillespie, Booker. One to shoot.
Grayson.
Martin left open. Long rebound the other side.
Oh, we get it back.
And a reset by Allen.
And that's it.
Deflected, and it's a turnover.
And they've done a much better job taking care of the ball in the second half. Phoenix has. Phoenix is that's only their 3rd turnover of the half.
Officials will look at the replay.
Oh, they're going to look at this.
Call on the floor is that it's Milwaukee ball on TNT.
Where's that game we always play? I don't know, but with Ring I can find it. Working. Oh man. If I may, search raccoons. There's a lot of results. Oh look, it's a masquerade party. Party. Girl, you have a raccoon problem.
With Ring, you can type it and find it. If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Today at Denny's, buy one Slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam or the All-American Slam and get another for just $1. All this for only $1. It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
Ball on the floor, his last touch by Grayson Allen, and that appeared to be the case off of his left leg right there, Stan. But as you said, Budenholzer hoping maybe that they re-officiate that play and call contact.
And they're allowed to. I didn't see a foul there. That's what Mike Budenholzer was signaling himself. And it is going to stay
Milwaukee. We see that the ball last goes off of Allen's knee. The challenge is going to be deemed unsuccessful. It's going to be Milwaukee's basketball. Since it is unsuccessful,
yep, so that's going to do it.
Timeout, and they will not have the ability to challenge further in the game. They will resume play with Milwaukee ball side out with 24 seconds on the shot clock.
Probably worth a shot if you're Mike Budenholzer down 7 with 38 seconds, but also clearly the right call there by the officials. Not a great job on the mic, though, by Ben Taylor. Can we critique him on the mic? I mean, he's doing his job as an official, but yeah, it wasn't loud enough.
Very well-spoken Ben Taylor, but we'll just get him a little closer to the mic next time. As Phoenix running out of clock here, 38.5 left. And Stanley just wonder what's left for this team. 6 regular season games left. Looks like they're going to come up short here as Kuzma tracked down.
He's the guy to foul. I mean, yeah, why are you trying not to foul in there? He's a guy that's shooting under 70% from the line.
But they get a timeout with 33.8 seconds left. Doc Rivers going to lose his voice by the end of this one.
So I think we get possession.
There's a reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Yeah. Because it's dirt bike.
Gas stations.
Whew. You gotta start at the top and work your way down. Want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Look at this hot rodder!
This epic NBA regular season is coming down to the wire, and with the playoffs approaching, the action has never been better. This is jaw-dropping drama and red-hot intensity, where every game has an effect on every team's playoff hopes. So tune in for a courtside seat to see your favorite players going all in and witness how this incredible season plays out. Timberwolves Nuggets, next on TNT.
As a look at Doc Rivers' Bucks, 6th in the standings in the East. Game and a half back of Detroit as they jostle for playoff positioning. They will have 6, make it 7 regular season games left, Stan after tonight.
Well, look, and I think that, you know, you'd rather play Indiana than New York, especially if Jalen Brunson is healthy.
Lopez rolling to the basket, and there's your knockout punch for the Bucks.
Nice pass, nice read by Kuzma. Stay patient, let the play develop.
Booker weaves his way up the floor, finds the spot on the baseline. Kumbo clears, and we're down to 20 seconds.
That'll do it tonight.
31-120. As Milwaukee will improve to 41-34. Gillespie. Booker will take a foul to put Ryan Rollins at the free throw line. So Doc Rivers, Stan, with this win tonight, going to move up the ranks in terms of all-time wins in the history of the NBA, as he is now in a tie with Phil Jackson for 7th all-time. I don't think Doc could have ever dreamt when his coaching career began that he would be sitting where he is now.
Incredible. That is a lot of wins. All the guys we see on that list. I mean, the coaching for that long and having that much success
pretty remarkable.
Sustained excellence at anything is something to me that is to be admired. Anybody can catch lightning in a bottle, have a great year or whatever, but to do it that well for that long, congratulations to Doc.
Indeed. Hopefully he can somehow get this team into some postseason success. As they
And the Bucks are going to win 133 to 123.
Budenholzer makes his return to Milwaukee for the first time since his departure here. But just too much of the two-time league MVP. 133-123. The final score. For Dennis, for Stan, our producer Sean Gerchikoff, Jonathan Bywater's our director. Spiro Dita saying goodnight from Milwaukee. After the break, we'll send you to Kevin Harlan in Denver for the Timberwolves and the Nuggets next on TNT.
I want to watch that drug game. Did you buy it? But I don't think so tonight. But did you buy that? I can't believe you bought that.
Find the things you love. Welcome to your Walmart.
I do actually want to watch that, but not tonight.
Because while true, you just can't say that legally.
So I can't say, Homes.com is the best.
No.
What if we jumbled up the words?
Homes best is com.the.
No.
What if we said it in Spanish?
Homes.com es el mejor. No.
Whisper.
No.
Fine. What if he said?
Homes.com. It's the best. Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry.
So the Timberwolves and the Nuggets game is about to start on TNT. That's the game right after us.
Good evening, everyone, from Denver for an important game in the Western Conference.
Alright, I'm going to turn this off so I can... Because they're going to the next game now. For the Bucks and Suns, the Bucks win 133 to 123. In an unfortunate loss. But honestly, I had more fun than I thought I would. We were somewhat in it. They made it a competitive game. And I appreciate that. So Grayson Allen had 23 points. Ryan Dunn had 5. Nick Richards had 13. Devin Booker had 39 points. Colin Gillespie had 18. Cody Martin had 3. Tyus Jones had 16. Osa Iguodaro had 6. And then Bol, Damian Lee, Visa Michi, Monte Morris, and Mason Plumlee all did not play. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Kyle Kuzma had 12 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 37. Brook Lopez had 22 points. Tyron Prince had 16. Rollins had 23. Gary Trent Jr. had 6. Pat Connaughton had 8. Kevin Porter Jr. had 9. And then Bayou, Jackson, Livingston, Nance, Smith, and Umadi all did not play. So yeah, fucking stupid ass bullshit. Stupid ass bullshit loss. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this shit right here. I want to thank you dicks for watching, and peace out.